Hello and welcome. I thought tonight, there's so many conversations going on. I thought it'd be refreshing just to talk about what else is going on in the world. When think about Chocolate Earth, I think about everything and everybody. So I'm just going to be on here. I'm going to hang on as long as I can. All right. Let me see here what we're going to talk about first. And this is an open panel. If you want to come up and talk and discuss something tonight, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I have found like some really interesting stuff tonight that I just want to go at it. I want to talk about it, and I'm gonna try to see how late I can stay up because I'm old. All right, let me see here. Do I still have this link? Yeah, I do. Hold on. So tonight we're gonna talk about what's happening in the world, good or bad, happy or sad. I don't know if anybody feeling my music that I put in the background. Give us something to chill to. Say what? It's like when you DJing at the birthday party and ain't nobody there yet. You the first one there because you early. All right, there's the link. Don't come up here with no shenanigans. I will send you back to your mama. Let's go. This jam is it. I'm all for it. I'm all for this music. I am so pumped. I just something told me, you know what? Just go live tonight. I said, you know what? Self, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it self. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. I've got so much stuff going on, and I think this will help me kind of stay focused a little bit. I can work on some stuff while we chopping it up. Oh, I know it's been a long day. It's 9/11. It's been a lot on, so I kind of stayed away from the internet tonight until I got on and I was on a Mary's channel. Woo, he was mad. Woo. Well, I'm gonna tell you the things that's pissing me off. Let's get it. Well, I'm not really pissed. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's not that. It's just that there's so much going on. Like we have to start really talking about things that matter, and we can throw the fuckery in there too. Like I'm cool with that. But however, there's nothing going on to uh, assist. It's funny. I watched that. I know everybody like some of Black YouTube is talking about um the Foxhole episode, which is irony in itself. Like why Fox News station, the Fox station is absolutely deplorable. However, they have always been smart enough to know that they can make money off of black folks. So then they start a show, start a channel or a tidbit or a digital channel, I'm not sure, um, called Foxhole. And we have all kinds of shenanigans going on. Now, this is no hater channel. So I'm all about doing what you got to do. I just would like to hear the different solutions that are available. Oh, hey, there's someone in here with me. Who's this? Miss Cleo. You gonna say anything? No? Okay. My bad, homie. I'll just put myself back up here. Hello again. I'm back. My co-host was like, no, she's being forced into it. I apologize. So please read the ticker at the bottom. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna try something different tonight, and I want as much feedback as possible. I'm an insomniac, and I love to run my mouth, so I thought the two things would work. Plus, hey, if you enjoy the content, throw us $1. Chocolate Earth, we still, trying to get our greenhouses. We do have the land, which I'm excited to share. I'm going to do a video about that. So we got that started. Now we ready for the greenhouses. So let's just talk about anything. I'm all for it. So I'm gonna do a little of my own opining to what I saw today. Like, I was on YouTube. I watch a lot of news. Like, I'm a news junkie. And we got so much going on. So let me do a little sharing here. Let me open this up. Boo, boo, boo. I like this little jam. It says it's called night driving. I guess I am driving. Let me see. Fair use, fair use. I guess I need to put that up there too, right? Oh, ain't nobody coming because conscious is on. Doom, doom. Could be ghetto, but like I'm gonna watch your show from over here. Maybe I should do an after show. That'd be fun. There's a lot going on here. People are really upset, and I just don't feel like it tonight. I don't want to be mad. I just know that there's solutions, and we need to do something about it. We need to, hold on to that and not pretend like it doesn't. It's not important. So here we are. Okay, so we're gonna talk about a few things I saw today that like blew my mind. I was I was amazed. So I'm gonna talk about some food stuff first. Um, okay, great. So I found this really cool clip of the largest greenhouses in the world. Okay, so it's like about 6 minutes. That's not bad at all. All right, we're gonna pause this jam here. Ooh, I'm feeling that. All right, guys, I'll be back. Hey. All right. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I got a lot going on. What I wanted to share was I found out about this really cool, um, these cool greenhouses. I wasn't aware of this. Oh, no one's watching me. I'm sad. It's all right. We're gonna keep popping. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I got the music playing. Let me fix this here. Let's do this. Oh no, it's doing something strange back there. All right. Okay, so we're gonna kill the music. Let's try this. I'm gonna remove it. Hey, and let's go in. We're gonna share my screen again. And let's take a look at here. Okay. Ah, perfect. All right. Wow. Talk about it. Hey, let's see. We'll come back to this. I'm gonna pause. I have a guest back here. Okay, so we have a guest. I'm about to bring her on the stream. What it do, boo?
How are you?
I'm good. Just being a straight nerd.
You talking about sulfur?
Not yet. Not yet. The sulfur in the girl,
Are
I
you
was
talking
blown
about the
away.
sulfur in the food, in
No,
the
I was
sugar?
I was talking about how you gonna put me on blast like that? Look.
Because that was a new one for me.
Listen, it's the sulfur. It's taking people down.
I was like, she really on some nerd
I
shit for
am.
real.
I am. I live there. I live on Nerd Street, but it was
You are
so
so
crazy
funny.
because I was working on some stuff in there. I'm up here like, did I just read the sulfur? And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm watching this thing, like I'm watching this thing about building, right? And then you know how
Right.
YouTube will pop you in a new video,
Yes.
and I wasn't
Based
paying
on
attention.
usually what you are interested, what they
Right.
think you're interested
So
in.
yeah,
Yes.
so I'm all into topography, geography, all of the stuff that
Typography is writing. Is different types of
no, you thinking about, are you talking about
typography.
calligraphy?
No, this typography.
What are you talking about? I don't know.
It's
Maybe I made up a
typography.
word.
That is a word, but it wasn't what you were talking about.
Okay, well, you now know what I'm talking about.
All right, I get it now.
So the video comes on and they're like, this man goes, like, it was like dangerous jobs. So it's like these
These
people
people.
are mining sulfur for $17 a day.
Damn.
$17 a day. Are you listening to me? I'm trying to
Where
tell
is
you.
that in Costa Rica?
Yeah, wait, it is somewhere like that. Hold on.
They had to.
Look, I'm about
It
to
had
tell
to
you.
have
Look, I'm about to
been.
tell you. I was blown away. I said, wait a minute. Am I really finding out that sugar has sulfur in it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I told you before, like what other reason? What other reason would they put sulfur in the sugar? To make
You
it
know,
white.
you know what? You killing me with that. You are.
Racism,
You are
man.
killing me with that. How you gonna say because
Racism to the sugars. Sugar's racist. No, I'm just playing.
you said,
They're gonna take my channel down.
you said I said now why would they do that? You said because they're white.
I'm serious about this though.
I'm just
The
done.
sulfur and the sugar. See, look, I've been weird like this all my life. So imagine being a little kid and saying crazy stuff like this. People look at you like you dumb. They're like, wow,
Girl, you
you
be
need
talking
help,
to me
sis.
sometimes and you be like, you just would just say some off the wall shit. They make outside sheds out of cardboard. Just some random shit. I'm like, who's thinking about that?
Me,
Who's thinking about that?
me. That is my troubles in my life.
Oh,
I be thinking about
Jesus.
the wildest stuff, and then I have to go
Yes.
and find out, like, is this for real?
Yes.
It's really crazy. But listen, I'm telling you the truth. Check this out.
Okay.
Sulfur in sugar. Yes. Most sugar processing units use sulfur to remove impurities from sugar crystals.
Mm.
As a result, some quantities of sulfur are retained in the sugar crystals, which, when consumed over a period of time, could lead to health hazards.
Right. Let me see what this stuff is that I have in here.
No, it's too late. It's
Wait.
too late.
Gold
The
standard organic
crayon.
sulfur. Listen,
Organic
gold.
sulfur.
Yeah, it's a dietary supplement.
No,
Directions: dissolve one. I have the packet. Dissolve
this is crazy.
one pre 100 pounds. Okay, I I can read. Dissolve 1 teaspoon of pure 100 pounds of 100 pounds body weight in 4-ounce filtered hot water twice daily, as recommended by health professionals. Can also be swallowed whole and taken without water. Best if taken 30 minutes before or 2 hours after food. So
Stop.
according to this, yes it is. H2O Air Water America. I got this from H2O Air Water America. It is gold standard organic sulfur. So you was talking about fucking sulfur and all, and I just happen to have sulfur
But
that I
listen to
purchased
this.
in my
Listen to
goddamn
this.
house. What is that about?
Cause
Thinking
so,
God might want me to
however,
take it.
it is harmful that sativa
Is it
leaves.
harmful? Is it
Yes,
because
consuming excess sugar with sulfur or without can also harm the body resulting in diabetes and other
okay?
respiratory problems.
Okay, well, can you research gold standard organic sulfur? Because I'm not
Let me
by my,
see. Hold
because
on.
I
Let me
I
see.
have it. It's a
Gold.
gold bag,
I was just thinking about that. Like, what is the
99.9
gold standard?
MSM dietary supplement. Dissolve one
Gold
teaspoon per
standard
1 pound, 100 pounds of body weight. So you can't
sulfur.
have that much. 4 ounces filtered with hot water twice daily, as recommended by the health professionals. Right? Can
What health
also be.
professionals?
I
This
don't know.
is the FDA on there?
Let me see.
Is there a sticker that says FDA?
Listen. I
You're
told you to
not gonna
research it.
do it. You're
I
not gonna
told you
do
to
it tonight.
research it.
I'm researching it. Is that FDA approved? Hold on.
Listen, what is that?
I'm looking.
Listen, it says best if taken 30 minutes before or 2 hours after food.
I gotta find out
I
about
got
this
this
sulfur. What
from
color? What
Missouri.
color is that
It's
sugar?
white. Maybe,
Ah, racist. I told you.
but yeah, maybe I got this from
I
Missouri.
told you. This is out of
People
control.
from Missouri ain't no good, so.
Listen, we out here
With
struggling.
816 area, because 816-682-6425. Any 816 number, I'm like,
She said,
816.
"Bleh."
Yeah, those is
I've been to
terrible folks out
Missouri,
there. It's
and
beautiful out
I
there, but
I
I don't like
crashed into a
people
store.
out there. What?
I ran my truck into the store.
How? On purpose?
No, I was backing up. This one I was pushing 18 wheels.
See now,
I almost tore a pole down in Chicago.
you are so you have a CDL license.
No, not anymore.
What
Let me
don't you
tell
do?
you.
What don't you have? What aren't you capable of doing?
Let me
Huh?
see.
Because you do
I
everything.
I just
You
need if I could
do
take what I
everything.
yes, that's why I'm trying to get listen, they ain't out here paying attention. I'm just gonna say Autumn. I'm tired of talking to people. They is over here being real sideways. Like, how are you not paying attention to what's going on around here? It's some suspect stuff happening, and it's going to affect us. So
Like
check
what?
this out. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I knew I had some money,
now
right?
with the passing of the matriarch over there across the pond,
Who?
Queen Elizabeth,
Oh, Queen Elizabeth died, girl. I wasn't paying attention.
girl, she's 96 years old.
Oh, I just saw this black woman for my friend. His mom is 103.
Cause she black. Racism. See what
You
I'm
know what?
saying?
Okay, so Queen Elizabeth died. When did she die? Look at, I'm late. When did she die?
It's just been a week, maybe a week. Hold on, not even, maybe a few days. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, this is why.
Queen
Okay.
Elizabeth II. She the longest reigning queen. Oh
Okay.
yeah, just the eighth. She just
Well,
passed
she
on the
had she
eighth.
had to die. She was a 90 something. I mean, you don't
Okay,
live
you
that
talking
long.
about me and my sulfur, and you up here talking about she had to die.
I mean, she
What?
lived a long life. That is a long.
What? But why
But
did
you know
she?
what? I don't even be feeling bad when people are like over 90 and they die. I'm like, yo ass lived a long life. You lived
Ah,
a long life. All
how
your friends is
how are
probably
you
dead.
out?
All the people
That's
that only
so
remember you
wrong.
is your kids.
What is you
Your
talking
grandkids
about?
barely know you.
That is great.
Come on
You
now.
said,
Your great grandkids, they don't really know you.
ah,
People stop coming.
how you gonna do
If
this?
you
How
a
you?
woman, they still come, but people stop visiting you after a certain
That's because
time.
you haven't set your life up where your kids and stuff. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna get old. And I'm gonna be living at my house. I'm not going in nowhere.
Well, listen, I told my mom and my dad, I ain't taking them nowhere. I'll let them live in my house, and I'll just hire me a nurse.
Right. And a housekeeper.
Hmm. Somebody can come change your ass, clean you,
Yeah.
and feed you. Okay.
You'll be
I
like,
got
I'm gonna
shit to
come
do.
in and check on you.
I
Hey,
got
hi.
shit to do.
Look, how you doing? You feeling all right? Just tap your head a couple times.
Yeah. Bye.
Do
See you
you
later.
know? Look, do
You
you
want
know
to
where
sit
you
down and watch a
are?
movie with me? Look,
No.
you in my home already. What we gonna talk about? I'm playing. I'm playing.
I know
If
you
my
are, but
mom
that's
ever hear that, you
funny.
know I'm playing, mommy. I'm playing.
Listen, I
Today's my
was the
mom's
same
birthday.
way. Is
Today's my
it?
mother's birthday. Yeah.
Oh wow! Tell her I
Yes.
said
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. It's a black happy birthday.
To the blackness. I
Oh
will tell her.
Lord. Wait a minute. Tasha K's sexual assault allegation against Von Ray.
Who's Lon Ray?
Chelsea's True, Storm Monroe Lion. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous tonight.
What's going on, child? What's going on?
So, okay. Conscious TV, you know who
Oh,
that
okay. He's so funny.
is. So Conscious TV is doing a live right now.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's ghetto, like if we watch a live from a live.
Well, they be reviewing channels and shit.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna watch a live from a live. Let's
Okay.
see. This will be fun. Let's see. I ain't never did it.
Me neither.
Let's go. Hold on. Let me put it up. I was just let me tell you something. It's been rough. So I just am trying to have some fun, breathe a little bit, and
Me
just be
too.
like, damn, because I'm telling you, there's so
Well,
much crap.
congratulations on the extra properties. I mean, you got to give yourself
Girl,
some happy
yes.
for some
Girl, I'm ready.
wins.
I'm ready.
Wins. You gotta say,
I'm doing it. I'm
I'm
winning.
trying too,
Right. That's all.
girl. Yeah, I started my
Shoot,
new
that's all.
position.
I was going to ask you, how was that?
You know what? It feels like it's changed me
For
because
the
I'm in
better?
a situation for the good. Like I'm in a atmosphere of just pure positivity.
That is
Like
great.
it is like I even okay, so um I'm helping, homeless veterans, right?
Man, that's
And
awesome. That's right. That's awesome. Now, where are the
yes.
veterans at?
Well, they're in the program.
No, I mean like what they're here. They're in Vegas, right?
Yeah. They're in
Oh,
they're but it's a location. They have tons of locations in Vegas and
oh, I
Washington
got you. I
DC,
got you.
California.
Okay,
The biggest location is in so there's more locations in California, of course, but the
got you.
largest location is in Hawaii. And I'm just like,
Do I
but
need
anyway,
to be looking at some property in Hawaii? We had talked about that. Me and my mom.
girl, so in
I would
Hawaii,
go to Hawaii. Ooh, give me a big old Samoan.
girl,
Woo-hoo.
yes, they're so special.
Yeah. Show me
They're
that
so special.
dance. Just show me that
But let me
dance.
finish.
Okay, my
And
bad.
so there's this. So you have all these veterans. Now, all of them are not like homeless on the streets type homeless. Some of them are just like some people just got. They're in between homes. They're probably couch surfing. There's women in the program, and they all have different levels of needs. Some of them need extra psychological help. Um some of them need just job referrals or some training, or they need help paying for their CDL license or whatever. They and so the object is to give them the to give them permanent housing, whether it's housing where they'll pay forever, or then where they'll pay for however long you're on housing, whether it is to help them get jobs and then put them in housing that they can afford after 6 months, or even get them a job and they can be shit paying $2,000 a month, if that's whatever they skill takes them to or whatever, giving them all the services that they need. And it really
That's amazing. That's
It
amazing.
is, girl. It's amazing. But like in Vegas, they have like they're like the rock stars of the company, and they have the best wraparound services, the best success rates for their clients, and all of the like all of their company, the whole company is just they have a extraordinary success rate. I don't want to like name the company because
I got what you. Yeah,
it's
no,
my
no, no, no.
business,
Do what you got to do.
but
Yeah, yeah.
but it just feels really good working in a atmosphere where it's nothing but positivity, no matter
Uh
how
huh.
like it's just when people get little wins, it's like this energy there that just it's
That's
just like
awesome.
transforming me. Like I really
That's
care
natural. That's that
about,
natural. Yeah.
girl, I'm telling you, I really care about, like, because it's majority men and majority, so it's half and half black men, white men, but it's mainly black
Okay.
men. And it's
Yeah.
like I actually kind of care that I want them to win. Like
Uh,
I do. I
yeah.
want them to be better. Like
Because you're a
I'm
caring
like I'm
person.
serious.
I
Like I know I
know.
have
That's
my little issues.
awesome.
Yes. And I'm not gonna say that I actually care, but I do care. I want them to win. But
But
you
you
know
just
how
said
when
you
you go
care.
through a situation with people that they
Yeah.
can kind of change your mind towards people. But I really genuinely want to see these men and these women like get the wins that they want in their life, and
Right.
it feels good to just be around so many positive people. And it's crazy because
That's
majority
awesome.
of a lot of the people in the company again are veterans but have
Right.
went through the program in whole top level big money positions,
Yeah.
like big money positions, okay? Because this
Yeah.
is a nonprofit company. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm just like in a whole nother realm that I've never been in. And also, I'm
See,
getting
you're
to
on the other
do the things that
side.
I want to do, because I'm a
Right.
creative. So I'm
Yes.
able to do the things that I love and enjoy. And, just imagine being in an atmosphere that's completely positive. And you
Yes.
do have issues because some of them might have like drug problems
Yeah.
or something like that that they're surfing through.
It's human. That's
Yeah, but
human.
majority of them, and it doesn't matter if they've served. Well, let me finish what I was saying. Just imagine being in a situation where it's just nothing but positivity, and you're able to do what you enjoy doing, that your craft or your skill, like that's amazing. But like I was but I and so that's where I am, and like this just happened to me, and I'm just like, who is this woman becoming? And
Who you're supposed
yes, and it's
to
like I just want to help
blossom
again.
into. Yes.
Speaking of Hawaii, I want to tell you about the Hawaii thing too, but because I found something in that. But listen, so it doesn't matter if you served one day in the military. You could have just served boot camp and got kicked out. And I know someone that personally had that happen to them. And you just get a referral, and they'll give you this. They'll send you to these wherever the locations are. You go to the VA, or it's called the it's another it's vet so you call the Veterans Affairs, and you can get referrals to different services. And then there's another organization that you can call too, but you get a referral, and then you find nonprofits, and it seems like nonprofits are the ones that help vets the most. You find these companies, and I mean these organizations, and they help them. And it's like I just want to see people win. And
Exactly.
I was feeling a little
Exactly.
down the other today because I
Yep,
had
I
reached
knew it.
I know I reached out to somebody that I used to date, and I know they had like a really hard time at times. But
Hmm.
I told them about this program because they were a
Right.
vet.
Right.
And when I first spoke to them, they were just really nasty and stuff, like they always are. But part of me was like, you're doing this because
Right. You're
it's the
able to
right
see
thing to
past
do.
it. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then also to prove to myself that I don't have to hold a disdain towards people or towards
Uh-huh.
a certain gender because of
Right.
one person, and then also to just, and then also because, girl, I found this mantra was, it's like a ancient, it's an ancient spiritual um tech practice that
Okay.
Hawaiians Hawaiians do, and
Okay.
they it's a mantra that they chant, and it like, so the Hawaiian doctor, they'll call everybody in. This is how they would do it in the back in the day. They'll call everybody in the
Yeah.
community, and they, to find whatever discord and stuff is in, in the population, and then
Right.
they would chant this mantra, and it goes very simple, but you do it, it's like a meditation.
Gotcha.
So you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And you just chant that over and over, and girl, it talks. And so what happens is, so let me tell you, girl, what happens is
I'm
it
scared.
like
Should I be
changes
scared?
the frequency in your subconscious, and it like and it enables forgiveness. Like
Okay.
they really have that, so you don't even have to have the person there to do this. Like it's affected, of course they
I
have
got you.
it just affects them, and it really changes like the frequency of your life, and of
Yeah.
the, of the relationship that you have. And this is like estranged relationships, and generational
Right.
curses and
Right.
stuff. So they've
Yeah.
been doing this for years. And so
That was
so
so cool for them to. That's
no,
so
it's dope.
cool.
I know, I actually, so I ran across it because I've
Yeah.
been doing active imagination,
Oh,
which is
okay.
active imagination is basically, you interpret your dreams, and you take your
I apologize because I thought it was something
what?
that you. I don't know. I thought you was about to say it was like a gummy or something.
No, no, girl.
I was about to
That's a
be.
whole different thing
Look, I'm
though.
about to be like, okay, what's it called again? No, I'm just playing. Okay, I got it.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's something else too. I'm not sure. I don't
Oh,
take gummies though, but
okay, yeah.
anyways, so active imagination generally is just it's from Carl Jung, and it's just basically you connecting with your subconscious mind to be able to get to know yourself and know who you really like. But in so I was doing that, and it led me to this mantra, because I really just been on this whole personal development kick. And so and so it led me there, and I came across,
As you should do
you
that.
know that I need it though. You know
But
that I
everyone
need it.
does. There's not anybody that don't need it. Nobody. You can
No,
always improve
we
on yourself.
can.
So
We
no,
really can. I am a firm
exactly.
believer on that. And I really feel like
Infinity.
I want you to
That
try it too.
okay. You know what? I want to tell you this. This is the second mantra I've heard today. You know who Purple
Really?
is, don't you? Like you've
No.
seen her around. Oh, okay. So I met her being on Consciousness channel. She's really, really sweet. We became friends on Instagram.
That's what's
Real
up.
cool woman. She's she's Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
So she was telling me about her community and the different things. So we been corresponding. She's been really supportive of me, Chocolate Earth, so on and so forth. Anyway, today she sent me a message through Instagram and she was like, I have something to tell you. I want you to chant this. Chant that, you feel. I feel good. I feel wealthy. I feel amazing. Like, and to add that to it, it's like forgiving yourself, allowing yourself to release, being positive, like all of that together. That just seems really awesome.
Yeah,
That
see,
took
you
that
gotta do it.
twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so that means you need to. So this is this ritual is called Ho'oponopono.
Pono.
Ho
How?
ho ho
Huh?
pono. That's how you Ho'oponopono. So it's a
Oh,
Hawaiian healing
hold on.
practice that the
Ho.
Ho'oponopono.
Wait. I'm sorry. Pono. So pono's twice.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Ho'oponopono.
I got you. P is in
No,
Paula.
H
B
O.
is in bear.
No, H as in Henry.
Uh-huh.
O
Right.
O. So
Yep.
it's a apostrophe H. So H O apostrophe O, and then P as in Paul O,
Okay.
N as in
Mm-hmm.
Nancy O,
Mm-hmm.
P as in Paul O, N as
Okay.
in Nancy O. Ho'oponopono.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay, I got it.
that's what it
Gotcha.
is.
Thank you
So
so
girl,
much
and you gonna love it though. But
for the
generally, it's a
mhm.
Hawaiian healing practice, and
Okay.
so the Hawaiian doctor uses it to uncover any problems or discords in the community. And this healing pack practice is actually, like I told you, it's a mantra, and it
Okay.
enables forgiveness. So
Nice.
basically, it unlocks your ability to heal both yourself and others. And again, you don't even have to, you can do it on behalf of people without them even knowing it. So what you're doing is you're simply cleansing away your own memories. You're releasing any grudges and all guilt. It erases the data in your mind that has discord, and it allows a multi-dimensional light into your conscious and subconscious mind. So it just basically sends a breath of fresh air, or like a broom just
Yeah.
swishes all that shit out,
That
right?
piece.
And it results
Right,
in
right. Like
it
a good
results in
breeze.
yeah, it results in having healed your communities, your work environment. Again, I was telling you, serious domestic situation, estranged relationships, generational courses. So what it's been doing for me is I've been practicing it and I've been using it, and it's been helping me and the girls. And the practice makes you basically accountable for the discord in your life that you've carried. And you take
Right.
part in it, and it's whether you took in part of it or not, whether you orchestrated the discord or not. It prevents you from blame shifting and saying who's right or who's wrong, and it basically obligates you to take the higher road, and you gain integrity and honor, and you're taking
Oh,
responsibility for
okay.
for forgiving yourself and others. So
I think I'm broken up. I apologize. Hold on.
girl, yeah, so it's you said you said hold on a second, huh?
Okay. Can you hear me
No,
okay?
I hear you. I heard you just fine though.
Girl, I was frozen.
Oh,
That's why I wasn't saying anything because I was like,
but I
if I
heard you
butt in,
saying something though.
it's gonna sound dumb. Oh,
I
okay,
did.
good.
I did.
I think thank you for sharing that with me. I like
Girl,
that.
and it's so simple.
It
It's
makes me think about being I practiced Buddhism as well,
mm-hmm.
like the chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yep.
I love that. And I'm like, man, I'm speaking a different language right now. So now I speak Hawaiian and I speak, what is that? Is it Korean?
But it's
No.
Ho'oponopono is that's the mantra, but it's so simple though.
Yes, it
Like
is.
it's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you,
Yeah.
and I love you.
That is awesome.
Isn't that just dope? I
But it
love
is.
it.
It's like you should have that. That is just awesome.
And it's those words, and that's the mantra. It's not.
Psychological. It is psychological that
Mm-hmm.
everything we carry is right between our ears.
Yep.
The energy around us, we
Yep.
can control.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
can
like put
really
it
do
in.
that.
Right. Because it's like, think about it. We've been taught to believe that you do as I say. not as I do. You are taught to believe that if you saw a man dressed as a doctor, he is a doctor. That means he should be doing the right thing. However, it's not that way. You have a lot of people with a lot of different things going on, and it puts people in positions. A person could turn someone down for a job because they in a pissy mood, and maybe that job was the only job available for that particular person. It's like skipping rocks.
I feel like it's like um allowing you to take responsibility for your destiny.
Right.
Being responsible, like let's say, like you said, someone is a doctor, and
Mm-hmm.
he might not be a good doctor, but you also can heal yourself.
Exactly.
And
That
then
you are
let's say
just
someone
as
can turn you
right.
down for a job,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also create a job. That might be an
There you
opportunity
go.
to create a job. So I
There you
feel
go.
like, to me, I feel that that's what life is
Mm-hmm.
about, taking accountability
Yeah.
for your reality, and we can do that. Girl, I
Yeah.
read this quote just the other day because I got this bomb book. It's called Quotes That Will Change Your Life, and it's by Russ, Russ Kick,
Cop,
Kick.
put that in the chat, or if you can put it in a private, I'll post it in here.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I'll put it here. It's
Yeah.
called Quotes That Will Change Your Life.
So you don't have to be out here doing something strange for a piece of change.
No, you don't. But I just want to let you know that
Yes,
our words are so powerful.
that is correct. I
What
agree
we
with you.
say and what you think, and what we say, girl, I went on and on today. Like what we say and what we let come out of our mouth is a
That's right.
vibration. However, it's it's I've looked at life as, because I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Buddhist or Hindu, I'm like a life spiritualist.
You're a human being.
Yes,
You are a
right.
human being. You don't have to. And here we go, because it's at what is it after 10? Okay, so now I'm gonna turn my deep hat on. Listen,
What
you
is Deepak?
are D hat, my deep hat. I'm putting
Oh,
on
okay.
my Queen
Oh,
Latifah
Deep
crown.
Deep Deepak.
Yeah, my Queen Latifah crown.
Okay, before you say that, let me read you this.
All
Let
right.
me read you this quote that I just saw today. It
Okay.
was so, when people be like trying to feel sorry for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, "Do you take pride in your hurt? Does it make
Ooh,
you seem
yeah.
large or tragic? Well, think about it. Maybe you're playing a part on a great stage that only yourself as the audience." What do you think about that? I think I said it right.
You said
No,
it. You said it right.
I think I said it right. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think that it comes down to the same thing, how I have learned about how I should feel in this life, that you have the right to change what you want to change, that
Yeah.
everything is a construct, everything is created by another human being. Frogs are not taking us over. It's other human beings. Like they haven't risen up and are like, now you'll be, you know what I mean? So it's like
I
we
did say.
created so many things as human beings. And I think that's what it is. It's us being human beings and not titling into a particular way.
So you
Just
think
because,
that it's
go ahead.
saying, so you think that that's means that we're creating our reality, our narratives of what we think.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think it's like
that's what I
a,
think it is too.
yeah, it's like
Like you,
choose
do
your
you
own
take?
adventure. Yeah.
Well, not even your. Well, it was talking about hurt though, but
Well, that's because think about it. When you do, when you are hurt, you're,
well, yeah, it's an adventure because it's you. You're the only
yeah,
one
you
that's
may go down.
participating.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's participating in it. So, I'll
Yeah.
read it again. Do you take pride in your hurt? Does it make you seem large and tragic? Well, think about it. Maybe you're playing a part on a great stage with only yourself as the audience. So maybe
It's what
you
you
are making a
see.
mole out of a mountain out of a molehill.
It's what you see in the
And
mirror.
this pride, yeah, it's what you see in the
That's what it
mirror.
is. And when the
It,
audience is just you, you're looking in the mirror. You are the, like sister
culprits,
said.
culprits,
Mhm.
culprits to the, and then this other one says, reject your sense of injury, and
Mhm.
the injury itself disappears.
Wow.
Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. And then it says, the best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own.
Yeah.
You don't blame them on your mother, the ecology, the president. You realize that you control your own destiny.
Right. You see that there is, of course there's problems. Of course there's different things that put us make those decisions, just like you said before. Hurt, your emotions are used to then create a decision in that
Yeah.
split second. That's your logic. Some
Hmm.
logic is better, worse, so on and so forth. But it that's all that is. Everything we drive is off of emotion. So if your emotional desire is to feel uh successful, to feel confident, to feel loved, there are certain things that you have to get back from people.
Right.
So we need each other regardless.
Oh yeah, we definitely need each other. We are all.
Now,
That's
yeah.
that's what I was talking about with the hoponopono, right? Is that
Ho'oponopono. Yeah,
yeah?
that's what you
Is
said.
that is
Yeah.
that it? So I read, because they have like different types of examples of how it happened, how it works.
Right.
And some of the stories are like a community could have a lot of discord, and a
Mhm.
child can recite that, and all of a sudden you start feeling this frequency
Right.
of feel good. Like it could be from on another island, and they're feeling that they're feeling the discord is just, everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, so basically we are all connected,
Yeah.
and that's why I know that, I love my people, right? I love Black
Yes.
women,
Yes.
but I do know that you can come across all different types of people regardless of their
Right.
color and their
Thank
race, because
you.
when we go, when you go overseas, this is what I've heard. I haven't been overseas yet, but my
Yeah, me
mother,
neither. I want to go. I definitely
yeah,
want to go.
my mother went to London, and this was maybe when I was in high school, and she was like, when she so okay, this is kind of like I'm getting to a point, but she said when she went to London,
You're
when she
good.
when she went to London, she said that every time she spoke, people stopped talking and looked at her, right?
Yeah.
And so she said it was white people, black people, all different kinds of people.
Right.
Because, and she said, I was like, well, why are they doing that to black women? She was like, they don't like Americans. It's, you're not black, you're an
Right. You're
American.
an American. Yes.
Right. And
Yes.
so I'm saying,
It's weird.
so that is okay. So let's take that. But
Yes.
then also, let's even go. What I'm trying to say is this, is that all of them, all different races, Asian, European, I mean, Asian people from London, African people, they all have this thing about Americans, right?
Right.
But they are on one accord.
Exactly, because they're European. That's your
Yes, but
nationality.
that lets you know
Yeah.
that and that was probably a poor example, but what I'm saying is that
No. I got what you was
people
talking
can
about.
have, yeah, people can come from all different walks of life, but still share
Exactly.
the same like
Right.
sentiments and feelings. So
Mm-hmm.
we are all connected. You know what I mean? Like, but that was kind of a lousy example, but that's the first thing
It
that
is
popped to
not.
my
It's
mind
not. It's
is
not a
that
lousy. I
like,
wanted to ask you a question. Did
yeah,
you watch that video?
I did
Did you
watch
watch
that
it?
video.
Did you?
I watched it.
Go ahead and finish. I just wanted to make sure because I did want to ask you about it after because what you said sparked something and it made me think of it because
No, I'm done. I'm just saying, I was just saying that that's what I was loving. Okay, about that the mantra is that it helps so many people. Hold on one
yeah.
second.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Okay. So this has been. I'm enjoying myself. I appreciate which one coming up to visit and hang out, so I don't talk to myself. Thanks for popping in and
Yeah,
hanging
it's
out
not
with me.
I'm back.
So, oh, you good? Okay, I want to
Yeah.
ask you a
So we can
question.
go talk about it. Let's talk about it because
All
you know
right, all
why?
right.
Because my
Yeah,
feelings are the way I feel, the way that
yeah.
I feel, and it's important the way that I feel
Of course it is.
because right, and I'm growing, so I
Yes.
can stand
You want
correct.
to
I have
try
my
it?
ideas. I have my ideas about it. So
I
ask
will
me
tell
what
you
you think
that.
about it. Think
You
about it.
have a you do have a very not because you told me, but you sound different to
Thank
me.
you.
Like you
Yes.
sound like you're throwing that baggage away. Even if it's one tiny bag at a time, you
Yes.
getting it off you. Yeah, I understand. The
Yep.
struggle is real. I
I
got you.
am. I am.
You
I
got it.
really and you know why? I want to just say
Mm.
this real quick and then you can ask me.
Yeah.
Because at my position, they asked me to pick out my core values, two core values. In military and stuff like that, they're like big
Yeah.
on values and principles.
Right.
And I didn't have any. I didn't think that I
Mm.
had any because I had got out of, it's been over a year, but I was in a situation where I had lost my sense of self.
Right.
There's that meme going around where they was like, I used to desperately go and I used to be the type of person who would desperately try to fix other people while
Of
they were
course.
breaking me. I suggest
Yes.
you not do that anymore. So that's been like a meme that's been going around. It's not a meme,
Right.
but that's been going around. And it makes sense because a lot of people do that, especially I feel women do. So
Well,
I
we're
was
we're
in a
taught
situation.
to do that. We're taught to do
Yes, we
that.
were. We're taught to do that, but I also feel that you can do that. You don't have to fix people, but you can influence them. Because you can't fix people. You can influence people. And you influence people by being a leading by example. Be an example, how they say, be the change you want to see. I think you're paused again.
Nah, I'm still
Oh,
here. I
okay,
just
yeah,
be
being the
trying to
change that you want to be. I think that you
right.
can influence people by that. But and so I feel like you can do that. But I was in a situation where I like lost my sense of self, and I kind of like, my whole thing was to conform to someone else's ideas and thoughts and their plan, and I thought it was our plan and all that,
Right.
stuff like that. And so you kind of lose your identity when you give somebody or people more than what they deserve, and more than you, when you're like, you're supposed to love people out of your overflow.
Exactly.
That's where you're supposed to love whoever it is, your children, your friends, your family, out of your overflow.
Right.
It, because that's like, I can give you all this special stuff because my cup runneth over, right? And
Yeah.
so it's, I'm not lacking, because but if you keep on pouring out of your cup,
Right.
it gon' it
Come
gon'
on.
it gon' keep going down. But I'm gonna love you out of my overflow. But anyways, to keep a long story
I
short,
like
I
that.
was
I like
like,
that. Yes, we are conditioned, sister. It is true. We
I
are
feel like we
conditioned.
are we are to a certain extent. Yeah, we are in certain ways. but I didn't have any values. And having values are principles. And I didn't think that I had them because I felt like there was a point where I didn't like know who am I, like what am I representing. But I feel your core values are the things that you do regardless of what situation you were. And what I discovered is my core value is service.
Right.
Like regardless what I was, and I'm really blessed, and I'm blessed, and I'm blessed because I'm blessed with provisions and things because I give, I help, I share. And so the person that I was, dealing with at the time was very enviable of that.
Right.
Right. And it's like, I didn't throw it in that person's face or anything, but I always would help anybody that I could. And to keep a long story short,
Right.
somebody who is a taker doesn't, they have a disdain towards a giver because they're always
Yeah,
lacking.
true. True
But a
that.
giver does gives because, and they continue to get provided for
Right.
because that's their natural, it's their natural order of things. It's part of their sense of self. And I'm not saying giving to my detriment. Like
I got
I
what you're
did
saying.
give to
Yeah.
my detriment, but in different ways. But as far as like helping someone, it was always genuine and I didn't want anything back. You
Got
know
it.
what I mean? So anyway, so I said that servicehood is my one of my core values. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I decided to take this position, because I did not want my feelings towards individual people to be just stunted or just have this like vindictiveness, because I started to feel almost a hatred towards, I'm just going to say it, black men,
I got you.
because
This is a
because
safe
of what I
space.
went through. And so
Well,
I had to like
yes.
put myself in a situation where I can feel, I force myself to have compassion. You know what I mean? Just like
Right.
when I decided to work out, I don't like working out. So what I did was pay for a whole month for the personal trainer, and
She said,
that's
I don't want to
expensive.
work
And
out.
I'm like, you know what? I paid all this money for this personal trainer. I'll be a fool not to go to the gym
Yeah,
every day,
man.
right? So
Right.
I
You
had to
gotta
force
go. You
myself
gotta
to be put
go.
in a position to
Yeah.
have compassion for other people, to break the bitterness that I
Yes.
was feeling. And
Well,
so with that, that's why I'm different, is because I developed like, okay, that is I have a compassion towards people. That's me normally. Like when I met you, you're genuine, you were good. And I'm just like, I'm always about, I
aw,
like to see people win, and
I
I'm going to
try.
support you. And if I have it, I will give, right?
I know.
And you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Oh,
so
thank
that's
you.
my true self. And I had to, and I felt like I asked, the universe, God, Ra, the nature, Jesus, Buddha, just to deliver me from this evil bitterness that I was feeling
Well,
towards
it's
these
hurt.
men. I really did, because I don't want to. You come to a point in your life where you either choose to be bitter or you
Right.
choose to be better. And I did not want to carry that with me no more.
Good
And
for
so I
you.
had to put myself in a position to to develop compassion for black men and men in general, so I can
Yeah.
reverse that trauma that I experienced. And I'm telling you, once you
Yeah.
do stuff like that, and I'm not telling everybody go help people, but I'm saying that when you
But we
stand face to face
should.
with your bullshit, and you stand
Yeah.
face to face with what's fucked up about you, and you say,
Right.
look, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm
Yes.
that really it's like you stand in your adversity, or stand in your issue in your face, and like, look,
Right.
I'm gonna handle you, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna handle you, because you don't gotta be like that. Do you want to live
No,
and be walking
no, you
around bitter,
don't.
mad because of one
Yes.
situation? That's bitch shit. And
But
I
this
ain't no
is what,
bitch.
but
I
this,
ain't no bitch, and I ain't no punk.
she
Okay,
said,
so
I'm
I'm
no
just
punk
like,
bitch.
I'm not.
I'm
That's
no punk
bitch
bitch.
shit. I'm
What
not a perfection.
the?
I'm like, you know what?
I
I ain't
love
gonna let this
it.
be me. I'm a nice person. I'm
That's right.
compassionate. I am a
Yes.
social butterfly. That's who I really am. And that's who
You,
I'm gonna be. And I'll
I
be
am
damned if
so,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna give
let
you.
something try to wait, because
Yes.
it's a weakness. When you let
Get
something
them.
control you,
Yeah.
you're basically, I mean, when you let something take over you, depending on what it's controlling you. And I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna let bitterness control me.
Good for you.
So, girl,
That is
yes, I
awesome.
wasn't.
And that's the journey. Like, it's like, again, we're conditioned to hurt each other, not
Mhm.
trust each other, get a man, but don't trust him. We've been given so many mixed signals as to what to do where we're considered as human beings. Like I said, those particular desires that you have for each other, the why is it that at a certain age you start noticing young men or who you may be attracted to? Why is it that a certain time in your life, it's like you be turning the baby hungry? You know what I'm saying? Because your body
Yeah,
is
yeah, that's
changing.
true. Hmm.
Why, you know what I mean? And but think about it, these conversations aren't had. I'm gonna save it because I want to get your opinion on this. I want to
Yeah,
get your opinion on
I
this.
would say the conversations are not had is because people don't want to really do the work for personal development. And then I would tell you this: people don't want to be held accountable for their shit.
But see, here's what I say: hold me accountable. I know what I'm doing. I just need your money.
Girl,
Like, just look. I'm willing to do the
girl,
work. That
girl,
I'm showing you. I'm willing to do the work. I'm
girl.
willing to put it in. However,
Okay, well then listen. Start saying that people owe you.
people owe me for what?
People owe you for all of your intellectual property that you just been giving out. That I already told you. People owe you for you going on
Listen, no,
panels
nobody.
and you just,
No, that's not what
yes,
I
no, no,
mean.
no, no. I'm not saying it in a way. I'm saying that you're claiming it,
Thank
that
you,
you're owed.
though.
I'm owed this. You have to have, we sell ourselves short.
Well, I did at one point, and that's why I told you. I said, I'm going to stop feeling guilty about the confidence, my feelings, my enjoyment of giving good information, not being put in a position where it's like, okay, I'm willing to learn, but I'm also asking you to listen so that we can go back and forth with that. I get excited. I'm passionate. I know some people take it as me being rude. It's just me trying to
No,
be,
you need to
letting you know.
put a thing on and just say, you want this info, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Well, you
And
know what I want to
because you know
do?
why? You know
Yes.
why? Because I'm going to tell you this.
Yes, ma'am.
Majority of the information that you give out is jewels, but most people do not take free information and utilize it.
Yeah, and it is out here.
People most of the time
That's
will
wild to
do
me.
something and take advantage of something if they have to work for it. But even if work for it and pay for it, but even in that, they don't even utilize it too. There's been programs and stuff that I've paid for that I have not utilized. And and it takes a certain type of person, because I feel like most people are on this journey of trying to find themselves where they don't appreciate when people are being genuine, appreciate when things when
Yeah.
to realize blessings in front of them. I don't think that everybody is there
Yeah,
yet. A
well,
lot of
because
people aren't.
we're taught that people lie, children lie, men lie, women lie. Then on top of that, you can't trust nobody. A sucker's born every minute. Well, then how are things created
But
then?
I feel like you got to try though. But I feel like a lot of
Yes,
people
that's
aren't. But
it.
there's certain people. There's
Yeah,
certain people,
you're
because
right.
even in my bitterness, I still recognize Chocolate Earth is a real one. I like
Oh,
her.
thank you.
I
But you
really
weren't
like
bitter.
her
I never got
passion.
that from you.
Well, I did. I mean,
I never
I
got
wasn't
that.
bitter towards you, but I was very hurt and sad and
That
depressed
there you
and
go. There
mean
you go.
and
Not
stuff like
bitter.
that.
Not
But it's
bitter.
still, but
You were
your
naturally
message
what someone
for
would be.
service,
Yeah.
your message of service resonated with me. So I
Well,
felt
thank
like that was
you.
all a part of my transformation and me getting to where I am now, you
Well,
know?
yeah, because I will tell you on the other side, me, that having people believe in what you're trying to do is something that you cannot describe how that feels when you're really trying to see something come to fruition. I just want to several it's like I can do several things at one time, which is make sure my family's okay, make sure I have some kind of future for myself, provide other things, pass knowledge on, and I don't know, maybe have a child. I'm not sure because I have to have an heir to my empire. I don't know.
Yeah. You can
But
always adopt. There's plenty of babies in the
that's what I
system.
said. I would adopt if that was the case. I just want to see, and this goes back to what I was telling you. I have been studying so much stuff about what's going on um with even before the queen passed away. We got some stuff coming down the pipe, weather wise, money wise. There's a housing
Food
recession that's
wise.
getting ready. Yeah, there's a housing recession that's getting ready to come too. And like I said, at least in Arizona, that gives me an extra month. So my
Girl.
goal is to get out of here before the end of the month.
So you're trying to get back to Arizona.
Yes. So I'm looking
Okay.
for an RV.
That's
Like,
good.
so I'm trying to figure out what I think I'm gonna end up having to do is just get an RV with a monthly payment so we can have a really nice RV and just,
Hmm.
cover it every month or whatever. But once
So
I get my
listen.
nonprofit, I'm
Hmm.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Not
Yes.
gonna tell you right now
What?
online because it's private.
Yeah, you can just text me or call me. What
I think I
are
can help you. I'm actually not even think. I know I can help you.
you talking about?
I can help you with your provisions. But I want to talk to you after off the show, off the line, okay?
Girl, get out of here. You know I'll close this down. Like, okay, good night.
I
The
know, cause
next time, look, the
just
next
I'm
time
telling
they
you, I
see
can. I
me,
believe that I
I'll
can.
be it. Look, I'll be it somewhere. Like I'm riding down the road. Da 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 da. Cause we gon' I'm gonna put it on the thing.
Yeah. So, um,
I
yeah,
just found out I could advertise my show on Google AdSense.
girl, you a wealth of knowledge.
Well, it's applying it to myself. Everything
Well,
is, it's like it's just me, man. I gotta hire someone.
yeah,
I
you
need
do.
help because it's like I
You
do be
just
trying to do a little bit
information
here, a little bit
overload.
there. Yes. And see, this is information I'm using for myself. Like I was telling you about the AI. Like I'm doing that myself. So
Yeah.
I'm putting together a video with the AI stuff. I'm not gonna even be, my
See, look
voice
at
isn't
you
gonna be
into
included.
IT.
Listen, cause it's about that life.
I know you in everything. I mean, I'm into IT too, girl.
I know you are. I love
So
technology. Look, we
the
have,
hydroponics, the aeroponics, and the
girl.
aquaponics, girl, child,
And
honey.
listen, we walking around like Eve. I'm pulling apples off the trees inside the greenhouse. Like, yes, I'm about to
Who
bite
you
this.
telling? Who you telling? I love
Uh,
that. And and then what was so dope about it is
mm,
I was researching that like 2 years ago.
yeah,
Aeroponics because I want to start, growing my
yes,
own food. Remember that
you
I was telling you
should.
about
Right.
veggie closet.
That's
So
why I
we
think
just
it'd
it
be
was all in that
awesome.
same frequency. It just all kind of like
Yes,
came together, and
and
that's
that's
why
what I
I know
think.
things happen for a reason.
And that's why technology. Look, the black folks who have decided to use technology, I find is interesting. So you've got people like ourselves, we kind of float around. We're not
Hmm.
trying to be in the limelight. We're really trying to do some stuff. And then you've got the people who want to be front and center. And then you got the folks that straight personalities. It's just strictly entertainment. However,
But you
what
need it
I
all.
right. So with that, that means I can dip my toes in even more shit. And I have. I've been on all kinds of panels. just sitting there
Girl,
listening like,
do you go
okay.
into the agriculture? I know you go to the
Yes,
agriculture channel.
yes. Girl, listen, I belong to the agriculture on YouTube and the agriculture on
I mean, do
Clubhouse.
you go to the be on their panels? Because I want to go on
When
one too.
I can catch one, I
Okay.
usually don't catch them. I just go to the replays because a lot of the ones I watch are the how do you do it? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I
Like,
get it.
but I will watch. There's a family I used to watch that used to come on live, and I would try to catch those. And they
Mm.
had built their entire community with earth bags.
Mm, I love it.
So yeah, yeah. So it's like those are the things that I love to learn and pick up and understand and ask questions. I did. There's another gentleman. I needed to schedule something with him that does agriculture as well, and I wanted to have him on just to come on the channel and us, talk like kind of like a pre-recorded,
No, I get it.
and then have different things. So I'm just kind of playing around with the kind of stuff I want to put on the channel.
Tomorrow's Monday, right?
Yeah, all day.
Yeah. I can't believe
Monday,
the week went by.
Monday.
My daughter's
Because of the holiday.
what holiday? Last week.
Labor Day.
Yeah, last week, right?
Yes, that's why I seen. What's wrong?
Who?
Hold on for a second. Oh, okay. Anyway, okay. So while you doing that, I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna have a few shits and giggles real quick.
Okay. So
This
the
was
Umar Johnson thing.
yes,
Okay, okay. Let's talk about it.
yes.
Let's talk
Let's
about it. Let's
go.
talk
Let's
about
go.
it.
Let's go. Let me see here. Do 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 do. Okay, so is there a war against black men?
Are you
Can you
asking me?
hear it? No, I'm not. Hold on, I'm about
Okay.
to.
You want to go over it bit by bit? Where?
Girl.
What? Drinking some soda. Water. I can't hear it. Can you do that? Or you
Wait,
can make
hold
it.
on. You can't hear it?
Listen. Turn it up a little louder.
Oh, okay. You can hear it, but it's just low. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on. How about that? Can
Nope.
you hear? Hold on.
It needs to be louder.
All right, hold on. You trying to make me be? Hold on. Can you hear it?
No.
What? Hold on. This is ridiculous. Hold
You
on.
can't like add it. I won't let you do that.
Let me see. Hold on. Cause I got that premium. I think I got something I could do right
You
now.
can do something.
I'm about to download it. So I'm gonna put
Okay.
that in the bag and stop sharing.
Okay. See, there you go.
See, look at
Sweet
that's
potato.
that technology, yo. But
That's
anyway. So
technology.
I was looking like, okay, for instance, there is a 50,000 acres of greenhouses in Spain. It is they absorb so much sunlight that you can see it from space.
Mm, really?
This is the one I was talking about. Hold on. Maybe I can bring that up. Oh, that's not too bad. It's already at 50%. Hold on. Let me see it. Okay. Why my neck looks so long in this picture? I'm gonna change it. My neck look real long.
She got a long neck.
I got a giraffe situation here.
Well, everybody got they animal look alike. Or they mimic.
Like, oh,
Everybody
so
look
I'm
like
a giraffe. So you were agreeing that I look like a giraffe? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Hold on.
I just was saying everybody got animal the animal
I'm not
character.
a I'm not a
No, I
Leo,
don't.
but I think I'm a lioness.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I
are a
think.
liar.
I think
You're a
I
liar.
feel I'm a lyran. Hold on,
Hmm.
let's see. I do. I really do. I resonate with that. So it's like, okay, okay. Here
I
you go. Okay,
resonate.
so here we
Okay,
go.
go.
Okay, so this is a really short video. This is what I was talking about before. Hold on. Can you hear it better?
I can't hear it at all.
You can't hear it at all. That's so weird. Okay, let me try now. Hold on.
It's
Can
really
you?
low.
Oh, it's really low. Okay, hold on.
It's getting louder.
That's as loud as I can get right now
Why?
because I'm on my computer. I guess it's not. It don't want to be louder.
Is
Here,
the
put on.
video?
All you need to see. I'm gonna describe what's happening. See this man looking at a flower.
Mm-hmm.
They walking through. These are greenhouses.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they grow all year round.
Okay.
So they can have when you know how tomatoes go out of season here.
Mm-hmm.
They never have that problem.
With hydroponics and stuff, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
See, the way they're doing theirs is a lot different from because they live in such a. But I just wanted you to see, like, look from the sky.
What it
They've
looks like.
got 50,000 acres worth of
Those.
Oh, they don't got no groundwater. Well, y'all better start collecting.
So how are they?
So I guess because it's a small place, they've exploited all their resources. But here again, what I say, you can filter out salt water with natural ways. You need the tubing, of course, and like the filtration system, but you can do it with that.
Now, is salt water plentiful
Yeah.
in those places? So they don't have stream water.
Right. They don't have a system set up to do the thing with. Thanks, sister. I'm sorry. I'm working on my audio setup. It's kind of hasty right now. Um, but thank you for hanging in with us. So it's like with the ability to do all these things, it's just like I said earlier. I was on Amari's panel, and they were talking about Cynthia G,
Okay.
and he was just going off, and I wanted to know, like, why are you so angry? Like, I came up like, "Ooh, you angry."
About
But where
what
was the
though?
lie though? Hold on, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Hold on. I
Is
wasn't
the
even gonna
audio
talk about
disturbing?
this. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this audio. Hold on.
Okay. They told me that.
Hold on
I need to go and
to.
read that reading. I mean, the reading that that woman did
Yes,
for
go
me.
back and listen to Lisa's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because she was straight asked about you. She was like,
You should
"Is
have
she
told
in
her that I was
here?
single.
That you was single?"
Yeah, because she said I don't know if you're single or not.
I did. I did tell her.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I told her, I was like, that my friend, that my new friend.
Yeah, yeah. Because
And
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
because what she was
I
saying was
knowed her.
resonating with me.
Yeah, she ain't no joke. We don't agree on everything, but she she spiritually, me and her
She
do
was.
not agree on
I was like, she's
politics.
reading my story because
Yes.
every time I put every time I listen to someone read for me, it says the same stuff. Like I just like it's like I have a lot of options, but I just have not been in the space to receive
That
anyone.
there it is. There it is. If you're not in the right headspace,
I'm just
it's
like,
really not gonna
don't
matter.
talk to me. And it's like I'm not going to
Oh wait, hold on.
entertain anybody because I'm not trying to have that
Girl, I downloaded this. I don't even know where it's at. Hold on.
that energy. I don't want
Hold
them people
on.
trying to mess with me. I'm just like, but now
Yes.
I'm ready to start entertaining dating again.
Are you?
Not right
Yes.
away. Not right away. Not right
No,
away.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying nothing negative. I'm saying
No, I'm saying
okay.
not right away because
Yeah.
I feel like my I'm just kind of doing
You
my job
trying. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I want to I want to stay focused on one thing at a time, right?
Right?
And I just want to I have to get this project off before I start
Yeah.
dating again, but I do have that the interest of wanting companionship. And I have a lot of suitors, but
I
I'll
bet
admit
you
I haven't
do.
given them chances, and I haven't
She was like, so
put
listen.
myself out there. I haven't, but
Take your
I will.
time,
I'm
do
gonna
what
take
you
my
gotta
time.
do, enjoy your life.
I don't want to
And I
be. I don't want to be a bitch to nobody. So that's another reason why.
and that is a great see, that's the thing. You recognize, unlike a lot of people, a lot of men and women,
Yeah, they
I'm
try to
not
use it
talking
as a
about
band aid
right. And so
and then fuck
instead
other
of
people up.
you, exactly, and then the
And I'm
cycle
not.
continues.
Yeah, and
And
I'm
for
not doing
those of
that.
us who realize, if I get back in this game, I might hurt somebody. I might
Yeah.
be mean to someone, and I don't want to do
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not saying that I have to be this. You're never going to be this whole complete person. But you just got to get to the, because we're always going to be growing. We're always going to
Right,
be healing.
exactly.
But you just have to get to the point where you have your boundaries and you're on this treat people the way you want to be treat type shit, right?
Yeah, right.
And then practice what you preach. And then if someone's not, and then just basically have boundaries
Yeah.
and be on this treat people the way you want to be treated. And then also, you got to be on the whole thing of just loving people out of your, liking people, giving to people out of your overflow, where they're not taking from you. And that's going to
Exactly.
prevent you to waste from wasting your time, because you're going to know, like, hey, I've given this too much time, or I've given this amount of time. I don't want to give no more. And you can be gone, and you'll be like, it ain't even like F you, your loss. It's like, we ain't on the same wavelength, bruh.
Right.
And I gotta
That's
go.
it.
You know what I'm
And
saying? And
that's how
then,
it should
and
be.
our
There
sister.
should be an honest
Yes, it's like, this is not
movement of
working for
that.
me, and it's okay.
Exactly.
It's fine. I'm not bitter. But
However,
then I want you to be with somebody that resonate with you, but it ain't me.
well, we do also have to talk about and assist with mental illness that occurs when going in and coming out of relationships. We cannot pretend as though the mental scarring doesn't have the biggest part of why it's a struggle for black women. And I'm speaking mainly, well, you know what? No, because I'm gonna tell you something. when I hear from other groups, other my black minorities that date black men, their stories are matching ours.
I
So
get that.
it's not just let's blame black men for the issue. However, you want to lead us, but you don't have a strategy.
I'll put it this way, sister.
Girl, I can't.
I feel like I'm from the school of
Why
people
y'all say
can't do
go to
to
school?
you. People can't do to you what you don't allow
I'm
them to do.
sorry. Hold on real quick.
Oh, what is this? Dr. Redo Revenge.
Tell me if you can hear this now.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
Why?
Because you doing something wrong. You's doing something wrong, sister.
How you gonna say?
I said, nope.
How you gonna say you're doing something wrong,
You're
sister?
doing
I can't.
wrong. I said, you're doing wrong.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
feel like as black people we have systematic issues that other people don't have between black women and black men. And I feel like
Yeah.
they're going to be, similar issues across the board because you know, we
Okay, we're gonna get this
we all in
together.
this shit together.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, let me see. Let me try this again. Thank y'all. Thank
But
you.
I'm not about to go in.
She said I stopped dating black men in the 90s. Oh, when
No, but I'm not about to go and do the whole um I'm only like I'm gonna go hard for my black man. I'm on whoever resonates with me.
exactly, that's how it should
That's
be.
how it's who I don't care what color. I just want someone to vibe with me. I don't care if he's white, Asian,
Yeah,
Hispanic. I don't care. It doesn't matter because I want somebody that resonates with me, that is
right.
on my wavelength where I can they crazy and my crazy can and we can be together with your crazy and my crazy can coexist in the same space, right? So
Exactly.
that's all I'm saying because we
Okay,
all
how do I
got some
sound?
shit.
Am I
We
louder?
all got shit.
Am I loud? Okay, am I
Um,
loud?
I hear an echo on
No.
my part.
Oh no. Hold on. Hold on to your love. My family isn't a fan of how. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
How do I sound?
You sound fine, but I hear an echo.
Holy cheese cannoli. Hold on.
You know what? Let me see if I can put
Hold
it
on.
on my.
Okay, here we go. Got that.
Let me see something. Let me go. Let me just go on my computer.
How about that?
I hear you fantastically now.
Okay, great.
I
So
said
stay.
fantastically.
I like it.
Thank you.
That's a new word. Let's keep it.
Thank you. What is
You're
end of the
welcome.
road? Queen Latifah been playing people's wives in a whole lot of movies lately.
Honey, don't she though?
I love me some Queen Latifah though.
She's a great actress. Okay, I'm gonna see if this
Is this
works.
Amari? Oh no, this is the movie. Oh, I hear it fine.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
You're
I'm gonna skip around.
fantastic. I like it.
Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Now I want to. I'm just getting to the questions. Dr.
She
Brother
said she stopped
Mark
dating black men in
Johnson.
the 90s. But there's some Dusties in every
Yes, exactly. To look, here's what I can't believe that's gonna be said. Somebody gonna be saying black on black crime. Can somebody please sit down with that? Black on
What?
black crime. That makes no sense. Of course you're gonna have crime to against the people that you are in the proximity of. What about
Yeah.
white on white crime?
I feel like
Asian on Asian crime?
I don't know. I feel like I
It's
don't.
just
I
a
feel like black people. I feel like I feel like we haven't addressed our I think that I think that we're not real. That we don't that we play this we live up to all of these social constructs of what we are supposed to be, and I feel like other cultures, other races are free to be whatever the fuck they want to be, and they're able to do their introspection and all that shit, and we conform to these roles when everybody else gets to do whatever the fuck they want to do and are free to do it, and but we don't. And I think that's part of our mental illness. That's part of our problem, is because we focus on we're trying to be this these roles and labels and shit like that, and not just being who we are. That's why I'm glad that I got out of like organized religion and stuff, because now my children can choose whatever religion they want to subscribe to, whatever I'm not against homosexuality. I'm not against any of that. Like dating outside. I'm just like, be a person. You're a human being first. Before I'm black, before I'm a woman, I'm a human being. And I gotta
exact.
be that human being, because we all need the same air. We all need the same other freaking the sun. If the sun it was further, a little bit further, all would die. If it was a little bit closer, we're all burn up. We all need this space. So my whole thing is that, yeah, we have, then it breaks down into all these different oppressions and shit like that. But I still feel like within that, it has to be us deciding who we are as a person, and we need the freedom to do that. And the like how you were saying, we have been indoctrinized how to be, hold a nigga down, and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got to step out of that, and we have to. And I don't think that it's going to happen with our generation right now. I feel like more people are subscribing to their own philosophy, because I don't subscribe to everyone's philosophy. But I feel that you have to go through that journey, through that, shit, the hero's journey, and be the protagonist in the story. You're the protagonist in your story, and you're gonna go through some
Right.
trials and tribulations until whatever the fuck you're gonna go through. And I feel like we're gonna come full circle to a certain extent. To a certain extent in your life, is you're gonna come full circle. But I feel that part of it is because of the social constructs in our culture. And
Yeah.
I feel that there should definitely be, there should definitely be, have your boundaries. I really feel that we need to teach our kids to subscribe to some sort of principles and values for
That's
themselves, and determine
nothing
what at a
nothing
young
wrong with
age
that. Well,
at a young
yeah.
age. And I had said this before, prior to me even, being in my job. Just I was thinking about that, because I had
Right.
read that before, having a set of like, with your boundaries and your
Right.
standards. Like, this is what I expect. Well, we need to define that at a young age. And so I feel that we should start doing personal
What's
development at a
up,
young
Amiri?
age.
Well,
Is
yeah,
that you?
yeah. Hey, Amiri, thanks for popping in. But you're completely right. You
Yeah,
know,
we have.
it's where we I'm I'll put it this way. With all the different things that I have watched over the last few weeks, over the last month or so, about our community, where what direction we going in, because I was telling you, you have in Spain 50,000 acres of greenhouses. They don't have to worry about fruit, vegetables, nothing. None of that. But you know what I find interesting is that, but when we discuss change, like you were saying, evolving has to do with everybody.
Yeah, I think that we really we I think that we really focus so much on this black thing
Yeah,
when we need to be focusing on a people thing, because
exactly. I agree.
we need every we need we are in a we're in this world, we're in the Western society right now.
Hmm.
And again, you're getting information based upon what is given to us, what's provided for us,
Right.
what we have access to. And
Exactly.
in we're not the ones that make this rule, that are that are make the guidelines of how what we have and what we cannot have, or what we have
Hmm.
access to. Not to say that we
Exactly.
cannot have it, but there's certain social
Well,
constructs, as well as black social constructs,
yeah.
just that we have to abide by in order to live this life. But I feel that the ones that we make up in our culture, in our mind, with our religions, within our family household,
Yes.
within all of that, that is what destabilizes, not destabilizes, but that is what holds us down, to makes us conform to these roles and
Well,
labels and shit.
yeah.
and
Well,
and and so
that's
we
it.
don't know how to be free.
Well, being
If we knew
free,
we were, if black people were really free,
yeah.
it would be, I feel like if black people were really believe that they were free, we would definitely, I don't
I'm
think
a
that we'd be having these discussions.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why we're having these discussions is because being free is one thing. Having the knowledge to sustain freedom is totally different. We've never been given that. We've had to get pieces of it. I think of it like a broken
What do you
language.
mean sustain freedom?
Freedom has to be sustained. What I
Okay,
mean by
so
that is
sustain
like
freedom, like you don't feel that we learn how to how
how
to
many how many people have you talked to that grow their own food?
not many. I know a lot of white people that do, though,
I'm not talking about white
and
folks.
Asian.
We ain't talking
Oh,
about them.
I don't know too many black people, but I do have some in my family that do.
Okay. So you know, as the gentleman had said earlier in the show, a handful of folk. Okay.
Right, right.
Now, prior to this, we really stopped talking about it. I want to say in the 80s. Sharecroppers, as their parents and grandparents passed out on, especially during the 70s and the 80s, wasn't nobody trying to be no farmer. And then, of course, too, the powers that be at the time was trying to do as much as they could to take as much land as possible. The same story, no matter what, blah, 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 greed, craziness.
But there's a whole lot of white people, honey, that don't know how to that don't.
Um, but I'm this is what I'm saying though. They
Okay.
don't. So guess what? A person comes in and goes, you know what? You guys don't know how to grow these particular things. They set up a microgreen spot in New York, started shipping microgreens, tiny little vegetables and sprigs, so to speak, across the country. They clocking $100,000 a year. These
See,
are
because they co-op.
yeah. No, this was just a couple's apartment. Because remember, I don't know if I said that microgreens can
No.
be grown in a week.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
no. I'm thinking of something else, honey. So you're
No,
talking
you're
about an
fine.
apartment building, a people in an
Hmm.
apartment building,
Yeah,
just regular old folk,
regular old folk.
decided to grow microgreens.
Yes, ma'am.
They did it within a week
Yep,
and started making over $100,000. What?
a year. Here, hold on.
Within
I'm gonna
a
find
year.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
send it to me.
No, no, we about to look at it right now.
Oh,
I'm about to
good.
show you these people. I'm gonna talk my talk
No, I
anyway.
believe you.
No, it's not that. Let me tell you something. I just love sharing information.
You do.
Always understand. I never take it as, oh, you think I'm lying. I take it as, okay, well, let me just solidify it for you because I know people make shit up and be like, that's facts, and you be like, but it's not, sir, ma'am, miss. And I used to
No,
get in trouble.
you're a researcher. You're a
Yeah, like I
definitely a
used to get in
researcher.
trouble at school for that because I used to
Oh,
be
I
like,
know.
hey, that's not correct. They was like, okay, get out. We don't want to talk to you. But these are things, and I'll tell you,
Okay,
desperation
okay.
does that.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
let's get to the whole Cynthia G is
Okay,
okay because
let's
I do
do
gotta
it.
go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed at
Oh,
10.
that's right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I ain't gonna keep you too long. Let's talk about it 20 minutes. How about that?
That's
We
fine.
got it. Okay, cool. So we'll skip around, which is fine with me because that was some wildness I watched. I was like,
Right.
what's that? Who? Ju- Okay, Tammy Mac. Okay, here we go. Dr. Umar John.
Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar.
I first want to say there is a war on black men by other black men. And for that reason, I do think that we should care. I think that the perception of who's going to war against black men is going to determine where our energy is directed. And I think it's counterproductive to focus on the group of men who are terrorizing the black community simply because they're being bullied. There's no war against them by other people. They're being bullied by other groups of men. So that's why we should care. Dewan, why should we care as Black Americans if there's a war out on your kind?
Okay, so we don't get copyrighted. I'm saying my little in betweens. I want you to listen closely to what Mr. Dewan says. Just listen closely to the answer he gives.
I will. Turn it up so.
Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono.
I can't hear it. I said I can't hear it. Let me pull
Okay,
it up right here. I'm gonna
let me.
look at it. I'm gonna pull it up on my thing real quick.
Yeah, try yours, and you can share your screen because maybe it's just my sound right now.
No, I said I'm just going to listen to it.
No, wait, that
I
makes
don't
no.
know how to do that.
Okay, here. Okay, so there's that.
I
I
heard
turned it up
what you were
here.
saying. Okay, why do I hear it fine? Maybe he just wasn't talking loud enough.
So you hear her, right?
Yeah,
Okay, well, hold on. Let me do it this way because I
I
think
hear
I'm.
her fine.
I think I'm being real ghetto. Hold on.
I think you be extra.
I am extra,
Oh,
extra.
Amiri said he shared your stream on his wall.
Yes, I saw it, so I said I liked it. And I said, thank you so much. Hold on. Let me add this in. Okay, sister, I'm working on it. Hold on real quick. I promise. We're gonna get it right. Just hold on for me, y'all. Okay, let me see if this works here. All right. Let me put it up on the screen. Okay. All right. Can you hear her now? Hold on. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can.
I can hear her.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Umar, you, my sir, are a black man. Why should I care about a war waging?
Care about the future of black people, you naturally have to care about the destiny of black men. When you look at most of the pathology in the black community today, from black on black crime to single female headed households to poor academic outcomes to unemployment.
Okay. So here's what I have to ask. Didn't the gentleman before say men were the breadwinners of the community?
Yeah, he did.
And so
I
this
remember
gentleman
that.
just said the single family household. So this is a problem. Okay. No single fathers. No single fathers, just single mothers. Okay, let's go.
Much of that is due to the war against black men. So if we want to survive and thrive as a black family and as a black community, we have to implement solutions for black men.
So Cynthia G says that the war is waged against black men towards black men. So everything that you just listed, Cynthia would suggest that that is the fault of the black man on his own.
And I would disagree with that. All of the problems that black men have were introduced by the white power structure. We do not control the school system. We do not control the criminal justice.
Okay, can I just say that Dr. Umar Johnson looked like he in one of them like videos where they be like, we have your daughter,
I
like
can't stand you.
like
Yes,
taking
he
taking the
does. We
YouTube
have your daughter.
video,
If you don't give
right? Like
me,
he looked like he read the script. I was over it. I was like,
you
bruh.
are just a mess for that one.
Yes, I was watching like why he looked like he a hostage taker. Like what is going on here? Okay, let's go. But watch, he don't even change his expression. He cold blooded with it. Hold on.
Yeah, you're so funny.
Not control the economic system. All of the problems that we struggle with were introduced by the white power structure. Black on black crime is a byproduct. It is
Why are we still talking? Didn't sister say she stopped talking to people in the 90s? We need to stop talking about black on black crime. We should have left it in the 90s. That's all I'm saying.
a second hand
Right.
of the white power structure against black males. Stress, depression, fatherlessness, unemployment, miseducation, lack of economic opportunity. These are the ingredients that contribute to black on black crime. You cannot do an effective and accurate analysis of black on black crime until you first do an effective and accurate analysis of white on black crime.
Okay, this is where I had a moment where I had to be like, pause. Okay, the statement is you cannot do what more analysis do we need on white on black crime? How much more analysis? Have we not figured out what the deal is yet?
Hmm.
And I can't take. Yep, I'm petty, and this may come back to bite me in the butt. I don't care. Please, the word is accurate. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want you to say the word properly. It's accurate.
Accurate.
No, it's accurate. Stop it.
Accurate. Accurate.
Stop. He's still
Accurate.
reading. I
Accurate.
need two brothers with like
Accurate.
behind him with like complete dashiki breakdown.
You know what?
I should screenshot this and put two big like dashiki covered black dudes behind him like it's a war on black men. Like that would have been a cold. Okay, never mind. Let me go ahead. Sorry.
Cynthia G, you say what? I say this is the typical black community dysfunction, I'm going to blame everything on everyone outside of the black community and ignore what black men are choosing to do. The reality of it is the system is not making black men do anything. Whether black men have schools where they can send their boys to is up to them. Whether black men just choose to educate themselves so that they're qualified for positions that will give them the income they need to support their family.
Do you remember the commercials that used to come on about what you doing? Everest College. Do you remember those commercials?
Yeah,
Why didn't black dudes go to college at Everest College?
because I didn't have to.
Why not? He said he was the one telling them to come on. You
He
could be
they
a
didn't.
dental assistant. They could make good money.
I don't think that it is. I don't think that they have been, just like we have been socially indoctrinated
Yes, yes.
to like support. Sorry, support people,
That's
support
okay.
black people, and support black men to a certain way, and all this stuff. I think they have been indoctrinated in not having to be held accountable for being responsible for their families. And I think that we have made a whole lot of excuses and allowed them not to, and they're just used to it.
But doesn't that go back to when we were talking about if these are grown people, right? They're also grown men and women. Why aren't they making those decisions on their own?
Because it's human nature. You're going to do,
No,
most
no, no,
people are
no.
going to do the easiest thing unless you have been,
I don't
unless,
think
look,
it's
people don't make major changes unless something detrimental happens to them. And if they
really.
are comfortable with if they're comfortable, if a man is comfortable living in poverty, if he's comfortable not taking care of his children, if he's comfortable with not, you're not needing money because he can live off of a woman, if he's comfortable with making excuses and seeing other people do the same thing, they're going to do what they're going to do, like the Romans do. You know,
But let me ask you a question
it's
though.
so it's so they
Let's
have
go
made it
back.
comfortable
Can't
to
we?
not do those things. So we're sitting up here getting mad
Mhm.
at them for being comfortable with what their norm is.
But wouldn't it be like? Could we look at it like black men are in a cult, so to speak? Like I want to approach it that way. Like black men are in a cult, and some of the men want to get out, but they can't because it's not enough of them to fight the other cult members. That's
I
what I
think
think
it's
it
a
is.
okay. I can take that, but I also feel like it's I feel like the one that there's not going to be, that is too many of them for it's too many of them not wanting to take the initiative and you know to be fathers, or to appreciate the fatherhood and
Yeah,
taking care of
yeah.
their families. It's if you're basically, they're products of their environment, just put it that way. They're products of their environment, and they're going to do
but then
what
aren't
they
but
see.
aren't we
And
though
just like
too?
us.
Black women are products of their environment, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
what
you
it
but you
is.
see most black women in situations where they 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 get to the point where
Hold on real quick. I got somebody back here. Let me check on them real quick. Let me see what they about. Hold on, hold on. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
hello.
And who are
Hello.
you, sir?
Just a white dude.
Did you come to troll us?
I just I was scouring the internet and I seen you had an open panel and you were talking about black men and relationships and stuff, and I thought I might be able to contribute a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
speak. What do
So
you want to
how
talk?
do we how do we pronounce your name?
Ismite.
Ismite. Nice to meet you. So yes, please. What would you like to say?
No, we were talking about the Cynthia G, and I don't
Yeah,
know if you
yeah.
watched the video, the little platform that was with Dr. Umar Johnson, Cynthia G, some other brother, and then another sister, and they were talking about, is there a war against black men, and so that's what we were discussing.
Yes.
And
Yes, and I would
what do
like
you
to
think?
comment on that, please.
Sure, go ahead.
And in the information that I've gathered, I don't think there's a war on black men, but I think that black men have been targeted, and I think that they've been weaponized. And it's very difficult because you're not supposed to say what I want to say on the internet
Well,
because
go
you'll
ahead
be
and say,
censored and shut down.
yeah, you can say whatever you want to say.
Well, the fact of the matter is, unfortunately, there is a tribe of people on this planet who think they are chosen by God,
Okay.
Okay.
and they think they want to rule the world, and they'll do
No.
anything to achieve it. And so what
Agree.
they've done, they're like a parasite class, and they build things up in this ideology of money and gold and materialism, and then they appeal to your base instincts, and they pacify you with pleasure, and then they can weaponize you by pretending like convincing a society that their status and respect is based on material wealth, and then they also use emotion as well. Your base instincts is what they use against you, and they've done it over and over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they're doing now. And it's not, I don't, it's hard to blame anybody other than maybe the
Media.
I blame the ones who got the
well,
ball rolling.
I blame
You
I
gotta
blame the
go back.
ones
Yeah.
I blame the ones that love power
Yeah,
and
exactly.
pain
Yeah.
and pain.
Hmm.
I blame the ones that enjoy watching others suffer.
There you
Okay,
go.
I agree with that,
Or
and I agree with
apathetic.
you that you can't blame, like, for instance. Okay, so basically you're saying that there is not a specific war on black men, but there's a war on people based on from a the power dynamic, and they just
Yes,
happen to, and because they
they've been
construct this power
brainwashed.
dynamic, and they we fall victims to our to our
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
fall victims to having the love of money, our desires, our greed, all of our human emotional type of things, the
Yeah.
psychologies. I agree with that, absolutely. That's
Well,
why
it
I
has
feel
to
like
be.
I'm tired of having this conversation about black men and black women, because I feel that that's what I'm saying. I feel like we all play a part in the destruction of it,
Of
because we
course.
all make decisions that are destroying it, and the decisions are made and influenced by the social constructs of what we our society, what we see, television,
Yeah.
the system, the discord in our community, not being able to problematize, greed, our human emotions. Absolutely. That's why I agree. So it's so having this discussion all the time, is counterproductive, and it's only going to take both men and women, both black
Right.
men and women, and those who are
And our
in a
allies.
situation, in our
Mhm.
allies, and in everyone that is falling victim to it, to change it. I do feel like them saying that there's a war on black men is coming from a victimhood, because because I feel like I was telling you, once you take yourself out of organized religion, once you start doing introspection, and you start questioning, what you start, really evaluating who you are, what your core beliefs are, how I was talking about your principles, and having what's your value systems. Once you define those on your own, and say, this is what my principles are, this is what I'm choosing to believe, or this is what I'm choosing to live by. When you do that, I feel that you're taking control over yourself and making a determination of what you're going to subscribe to and what you're not going to subscribe to. And I feel in a way you're taking back control, because while all of the crowd could be going this way, but if that goes against your core values, or or who you are, or what you're what you're subscribing to, you're going to do what you subscribe to. You know what I mean? And I'm not, and it might, I don't think that is right or wrong. I just feel that we don't realize that we have a choice of the matter. We kind of like are sheep, and we just go along with whatever the world tells us that we should go, that we
Well,
should,
it's fear.
subscribe to.
It's
It's
fear.
fear, but I also feel like if we were really free, we
But
wouldn't be
we're
having
not.
these conversations.
Right. I agree with you. We're not free. Freedom, like I was saying earlier, when we and I want to thank you for coming up. I do agree that black men have been weaponized against black women to kind of keep this. They know what we can do if we unify. It sounds corny, but if you look at it, let's take for instance, I was watching a documentary about Haiti. Now, before, people talk about Puerto Rico, they talk about, oh, I'm gonna go down here, blah blah blah. Guess what? Before you get to Puerto Rico, Haiti is right there.
Yeah.
But it is one of the poorest countries in the world. Why is that? These are a group of people who did what supposedly we were supposed to do, which was to fight for our freedom. So they fought the French and they won and they've been free. And you have European countries who have gotten together, gotten
Yeah.
together and changed the outcome of that. So now you've
And
got poverty stricken, ridiculous. Like it is so bad. Like I'm gonna pull it
you
up.
got
Just
you got kids eating clay
yes,
Hmm.
cookies, and Marcus Garvey was one of the greatest black men, and he was like I guess like a king or something like that of Haiti. But I mean,
He
when you
came
think
from
about,
Haiti. He came from there, and he came here to
well,
and
it's
then
like
America.
it's
and
like
then they
okay,
wanted him to go back.
we're talking about the size of. I'd like to talk about the size of Haiti, right? So it's very small, and so is Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But America spends like probably like 3 billion of every quarter,
In Israel.
and they take that money, they invest it back, they steal all of our weapons, they give all of our technology to Russia and China, all of our enemies. They create false flags so that we'll send more money to protect them, and the only excuse that anybody has is that they're our greatest ally in the Middle East. But I'm pretty sure if you spent the kind of money that you spend on them, you could
Right.
have all kinds of allies in the Middle East.
Right.
And the fucked up thing about it is, excuse my language,
Well,
is that there really is no formal. Israel will not sign a formal treaty, allied treaty. There is no formal treaty signed between America and Israel, but they send all this money. They act like they want to freedom for everybody. That's bullshit. And
yeah.
if you really get down to the nitty gritty, once again, here we go. I can't say it because it's not allowed because the same tribe runs YouTube is that they're they run
Yeah,
Congress, they run
yeah,
America, they
yeah.
run
I was getting ready to
Britain.
say, yeah, yeah. You're
They
right.
do. They do. And I feel
It
like the issue that we have, this argument about white people, that's what I was trying to tell you. See, white people and other races of people, they are able to look at, they're free to the point where they're not under these social constructs, these
but
labels
it
and
was
shit.
done. It
So
was
they
done
can
on
look, and I'm
purpose.
not saying, just real quick, that I feel that they're able to look at the bigger picture and see what is being done to everybody. But we are so focused on victimhood of, oh, it's the black man, oh, it's the black woman, that we are just looking at stuff at on a small scale, and not looking at it as a population of that
That's
we
right.
all are victims
And
of this
and they
shit.
Exactly.
and
We
they know
don't do
that.
it, and that's our problem.
They've
Well,
studied you. They've done psychological
yes,
analysis on whole entire
yes,
populations. They've dropped
Yeah,
weapons
they
off
do
in
it
the
on
street,
purpose.
in
We're
the
having this
right.
ghetto. They
conversation,
dropped
Yes,
drugs off in the street. They watched you for
and they
decades.
know what trigger us.
Yeah,
They know what weaponize us,
yes,
and
they know what
and
triggers
that's
exactly.
why we
everybody. It
have
ain't
these
just black folks,
conversations that
but
are
they
that, do you
use
notice we've
you.
been having the same conversations, this same conversation since 1960, 1940. It's
Right.
the same
Yes.
shit.
Yeah,
Well,
but it ain't put on
I'm a,
TV.
right, exactly. I'm gonna jump
The
in
only
on
thing that's put
this.
on TV is how you're a victim or a joke.
Yeah,
Right.
but that is
Well,
sitting up here. But that's
that
what
is
I'm
what
saying, is that it keeps on
is
repeating. It's a
only
psychological
because
thing, and that's why we're not free, because
if we
we
had, hold on,
subscribe to this
give
all
me
the
just
time.
1 second. Give me 1 second. I completely agree, but it comes back to what we had discussed before. We are not titans of any of our industries. We don't even
But well,
provide
that's
we
not
don't even,
entirely true.
well, the
I
reason I
mean,
say that is this:
Well,
um when we look at what has going on right now in the sense of technology, manufacturing. When I pick up pretty much every device I pick up, I flip it over. It's made in another country. We have
yeah,
manufacturing right here, but yet we
yeah.
don't use it. We have
Well,
corrupted our farmers, but yet
we didn't corrupt it, sweetheart. We were uh, the it, it, they what they do is they go around to every powerhouse and they infiltrate from behind and they advise their advisors, their money lenders, their
yeah,
merchantmen, and they
yeah,
come in behind and they say, "Hey, uh, we see." They don't tell them that we started this war, we created this
yeah,
problem,
exactly. Right.
and then when they create that problem, they say, "Hey, would you need some money to solve that problem?
Exactly.
We'll
yeah.
give you this
Exactly.
money at interest."
Right.
And if you don't pay it, then we'll just take over all your land. For some reason,
Exactly.
I don't understand. I've never been able to figure this out. Why is it that banks and loans and law and contracts seem to be dominant, and military seem to just go work? Because no military works for free, right?
No,
They
they
want.
don't.
Yes, there
No, they
are.
don't. No, they don't. Right now,
Look, I'm just telling you, like outside of the United States, who spends the most money across the world on the military, there are military right now walking around in different parts of the world who are not paid properly, just like our military is not paid properly. Have you seen the
But
housing
there are
that they live
militaries that
in?
are paid properly, and they are run by a corporation called BlackRock and
Yeah.
Eric Prince, who put Trump into office. There are a bunch of them. It's a crazy, crazy spider web of
Well, that's
influence.
because, to your point, if I had lobbyists, if I had advisors, if we had a centralized bank, then yes, we could do the same thing. It's no different that when they were going after the mob for loan sharking. All it is a dressed up way of committing crimes. It's just
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
lobbying. Lobbying is legal bribery.
extortion,
Basically,
laundering
yeah, I used
money.
to work for the National Association
It's like
of
it's
Small
like
Business Investment
Hold
Companies
on,
in
guys.
Washington,
okay. I'm
D.C.
sorry.
No, no,
I
no, you're good.
no,
It's a passionate conversation. I'm
no,
just
I
gonna
was
say
gonna
we gotta
say that I
wait.
worked for NASBIC in Washington, D.C. and and I would have meetings with lobbyists and have to sit in meetings with lobbyists, and that's where the game is played. That's where
Hmm.
the deals are made. That's where the powers to be keep the people enslaved.
Well,
Okay.
you must be
Exactly.
familiar with Cynthia McKinney.
I've heard of Cynthia McKinney.
She come out against the same tribe, and she was shut down. She was a black woman
Mm-hmm.
that was I think she was congresswoman,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as she come out, she couldn't understand why she had to sign this piece of paper pledging her allegiance to Israel. She come out about it. They shut her down. She couldn't get no funding anymore.
Yep.
And then the same thing with Catherine Austin Fitts. And there was a lot of people that did this, and even JFK, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
And they just blast them. But yet here we are.
Having this conversation, and
Should
what
be an
I'm
I'm
easy
I'm
problem to
having
solve.
I'm having
But
this
then you have people
conversation.
like
I'm having
what's
yes.
that pedophile fucking that
You
little
gotta say
bastard.
P what is it?
you got
I'm
to say
sorry.
SAPD. You can say that.
Yeah, I
the
have a
PD.
very, very disgusting mouth.
It's
I wanted to
PD.
say
That's okay.
what
I'm
is
a
that white,
sailor.
what is
I'm
that?
just
Who's the
He's
Epstein,
PD?
talking
Epstein,
about the
Epstein,
Yeah,
one
Epstein. Is
Epstein.
that his
Epstein.
name?
Epstein. Yeah, he's gone though.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Well,
No, I
matter.
mean,
but
no, he's not
Maxwell,
gone. It's the other one. It's the
Yes,
other
he
one.
is
but the
gone.
Max, but the
Oh yeah,
point
he.
is they blow they drug they have these safe havens. Uh, I don't even. Oh God,
I
I
know
hate
what you're
talking about
saying. Listen, no, it's okay. And here's what I'm gonna
Just,
tell you. The
just
reason
use code.
Yeah, that's it. Look, check this out.
Just use
I
code when you
completely
speak.
understand what you're saying. Yes, they did these particular things. You know that when there's been too many books written about it, too many documentaries, too many movies, we know already that some of the politicians and some of the people who have money do very depraved things because
it.
I believe that once all of your issues of your basic needs are covered, like, let's say if I give you $1 million, would that cover all of your bills and expenses?
It covered mine.
Okay. So if I gave that to you, then what's left for you to do?
Buy weapons and take you out. Because see, I think like a.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I don't think like. No, I'm poor white trash, sweetheart. I don't. I
No,
don't.
that's okay.
Like,
That's all right. I know. Look, let me tell you something. When I speak to that, it's because again, look at your mindset. Again, it is, but it is a cult as well. And it was something to which one's point I'm going to add to this. Yes, we have very depraved people as well as we have beautiful people. And then we got all the folks in the middle, right? That's a little bit of everything. However, you link up with like-minded people, whether good or bad. And like I said, I do believe that men like this, men with this thought process, they're always trying to buddy up. Why do they have secret clubs? Why do they have the Masons? Why do they have these particular things to break down out of a group of men? They're like, okay, you're not good enough for this, but I'm gonna pull you over here and you're good enough for this.
I think
Or
the reason.
yeah,
I think the reason they do that is because they're insecure in their own ability to protect themselves. So they because they realize that the other people are teaming up against them, So
Right.
it's like that self-eating snake in Conan the Barbarian, where you just
One can let go of the other, and it's the truth.
yeah, and it just
One, yeah.
escalates.
Well, I think, and this is why to the other point, and I was joking, but I'm serious. The reason why I'm even on here is because I'm trying to raise a money, whether it's $1 by $1, so that I can grow food for those who need it. Now I know that out the gate, I'm not gonna save the world, but at least, just like anything, you start somewhere so that you can change the outcome. And
That's right.
that's the argument that I have when we have these type of conversations, because it's like, okay, we want to talk about male and female dynamics. We want to say, are we different? Are we the same? Blah blah blah. Listen, we've all been imprinted with bullshit. We've all been raised to believe bullshit. Now, is it time for us to come out of these holes and try to awaken so that we can have peace? I find it interesting and saddening that the things we attain to fight to get, I should say, is not what's necessary to thrive. You need
Right.
joy, you need
But
peace, you need love, you need
they
confidence.
would teach that in school, but they don't.
Well,
No,
it's
they
up
don't.
to us. It's up to the groundwork people to change the game. It's in every movie, every book we've ever read. It's time for what they consider the underdog, the people. However, because if we don't make these particular moves instead of just talking about them and going, oh, we're going to just stop. Like I was watching TikTok and this guy's like, oh, we're being farmed. This white dude, just the thought process, the look on his face, and I'm like, yes, sir, you're just as much a victim to the 1% as all of us are. If you
That's
don't
right.
have this many people working for you, consuming your goods, so on and so forth, you can't have kings and queens of
That's right.
industry. So
That's right.
there it is. Do
And I've
you? I
said
Yeah.
for so long, if people would just, I used to call it bitch slapping the elite back when I was a kid. I said, well, we need to bitch slap them. And the only way we do that is by not buying a fucking thing. Just take a holiday, like a week long holiday.
Yeah.
You don't buy or sell nothing.
Well, I mean, shit. When the
You don't work. You don't
when
do
the
nothing.
pandemic happened, a
I
lot of
wish
people
those
had that
Europeans
issue.
right now with their electricity's going up would just shut it all off. Just say, all right, then just say we're gonna cancel our. So we, see, because that's the other double sided sword where they try to say, well, you can't live without electricity, and if
Not
you do live
true.
without electricity, well, then you're in violation of the health code.
Well, think
You
about
know,
it. They put us all in. They like
That's true. It's so true.
wrangled us. They
It's a
wrangled
control
us.
thing. It's a
Right.
control
They
thing.
exactly, because it's
yeah,
like this. If I have
and that's what how they use the brothers because
yep.
the brothers they love it's more of a like a group type mentality. So they get the. I mean, I guess I can say it was a brother. I think it's everybody.
But
Where
what's your opinion
we get a
though, what they
status,
do
we get status and respect, and for some reason we value status and respect.
based on
Um, and we
monetary
can't get
things?
no, yeah, well, we can't get it. The only way we can get status and respect is based on what other people think about us.
That's true.
And so what the norm is at the time is what people will do anything for to gain. Whether right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because what's true one day and the norm changes, then they're like, well, I can't get no, and some people are stubborn as hell like me, uh, but most people will do anything it takes to gain the
People's
favor
approval.
of their peers.
So
Well, we have
do
to.
you think I have a question for you? Do you think that based upon what you're saying, that black men really want to seek the approval from white men that they are
No,
men?
no. I think they want to seek approval from each other.
From each
And
other or from women?
I think that the programming they've received is about materialism. And the only reason I say that is because I've read the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. I've read all this information where they specifically targeted black men to use against the white men, just like they did in the slave days of America. They try to tell you that the white man enslaved the African Americans, but in reality, it was a certain tribe, a chosen tribe that did it. And but they, because they're white too, they're able to say, look at us whenever we're bad, and then we're just one of you whenever that's good. And that's what they've done. If you listen to Malcolm X and Louis Farrakhan, they'll tell you there's plenty of black men, and Thomas Sowell, there's plenty of black men that know all about this, but it doesn't get out because the mainstream media is run by the same tribe. And so is the radio. They weaponize the music with gangster rap. They
So
they
you're
did the same
saying
thing.
so you're saying the average black man wants to seek approval for manhood from other black men, but they're
Yeah,
not getting the approval because
One wants to
because
step on the
because
other's neck.
because
That's what
even when they get the approval, they're not satisfied
because
because
what?
it's materialistic. It's not gratifying spiritually.
So you feel that basically they're weaponizing, they're being weaponized to have
They're being weaponized to fill the prisons
and
because the prison industry is a private industry. They use the music. They make money off the music. They make money off the prison.
person to pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying that, so you feel that black men don't want to be like white men. They just want to be accepted among their peers based on their social status.
Right. Well, I mean, it's the same with whites now too. It's everybody. They consider us all chattel. It's
Yeah,
went
I know
beyond
that.
black and
yeah,
white now.
yeah,
It's
So do
way
exactly.
you
beyond
think,
that.
so do you see, have you noticed that there's a discord between
They're
black
just right
men
now.
and
They're
black
just using
women?
black folks against white folks because the white folks is the worst enemy, and they're what
You
look.
mean the average white
Listen to
folks? The
me.
average
Listen to me.
white
Hold on
folk.
for a
Okay,
second.
go ahead.
Hold on,
Uh-huh.
guys. Hold on.
They don't discriminate against color. They discriminate against
Class.
no religion, and
Religion.
it's the Chosenites versus the Goyim.
No, he going
And
there. He
everybody
is.
who's not
Go ahead.
everybody who's not with them is a Goyim, black, white, whoever. It doesn't matter. It don't make a damn. And even even the Chosenites are so brainwashed, and
Right.
that's the way everybody is. They've figured out a way to make everybody think they're special,
That's what I was gonna
and
say. Like
and so
slavery and all that, it fucked
yeah,
up white people too. Like
yeah,
for their
and
their
so
their brains.
you'll willingly click up with the gang just because you need to be accepted, and that is a natural instinct to want to be a part of a group.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they use that against the, and instead of saying it's humanity, it's like good against evil, or they'll say it's black against white, man against woman. They'll say it's Chinese against Russians, or Russians against Americans. It's
So do
always
you
something other than what
Well,
it is. And really what
I'm
it is a
it's
bunch of rich
confusion.
folk, a bunch of rich folk that don't give a shit about class. They just want to protect the wealth that they fucking confiscated
Hmm.
illegally over the decades and centuries and millennia. We're talking about going all the way back to the days of Egyptians,
right.
whenever they just enslaved people. And nowadays they've figured out a way to enslave you with contracts, and you just sign your name as soon as you're born. Your mama signs you over and gives you a social security number, and they tax you and they run
Mm-hmm.
up the debt and they pretend like you're somehow responsible because of this stupid contract. When
Well,
you,
we're gonna hold on real quick. We're gonna add this gentleman, hey Kenneth, to the stream. Thanks for coming up. So we've been talking about some heavy stuff. What would you like to contribute?
Yeah, hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
I haven't, I don't know, I haven't been listening to the whole show. I kind of came
That's
in.
okay.
me
Uh,
either.
well, Mary, what's up? What's up, brother? Um, so I'll say this. When it comes to black men, uh, I don't feel that black men have been properly prepared as a whole to do what their women need them to do. And I think the question is, why is that, and how is that going to get fixed? Um, to me, nobody wants to accept their role in the lack of men, responsible black men, and how we've come to such a pass. You know where we are today. So until we all can admit our role in the degradation of black men. I mean, I've been this is going back to this whole situation with Cynthia G and Umar Johnson, and I've been telling people I liken black men and where they are today to a tiger, domesticized tiger. If you take a tiger kitten and you domesticate that tiger, right, from a kitten, you feed it, give it water, shelter, right? It's going to grow up. It's still going to be a tiger, right? But it's gonna have the claws, teeth, the fangs, the size, the strength, the power, the roar, everything that a tiger would have. But if you put that tiger in the jungle, it'll be dead in about a week.
I
And
got you.
so I see that with black men. I mean, not all, not all, but it's enough to where it's definitely a problem. I've always maintained that when I come until I came on YouTube and started listening to this stuff, just something to do, listen to work while I'm working,
Right.
and I just got to realize, like, man, these dudes ain't worth a damn, and
But
Yeah.
and
it ain't just what it ain't. See, this is the
But
thing,
it's
man.
every that's what I was gonna say, that I
Hold on,
feel
hold
that
on, hold
yeah,
on, guys.
I agree that we have not domesticate that our both black men and black women have these roles, these social constructs that we're not we're not mature in. But I also feel that the society is being afflicted with the same types of issues, but we are made to believe that this big issue is a black and white thing. I That's what I was kind of saying,
Yeah.
but earlier, like, I feel that it's the powers to be, in that all these labels that we have to live up to in the black community. Oh, the black woman has to hold the black man down, and the black man has to be this way and that way, and you're a Christian, and all these different types of social constructs that we put on each other. I feel that is what's blinding us from seeing the real
Well,
picture, that
yeah.
it is a bigger source that is afflicting us all, but we are so caught up in this issue that we have been
Each
talking
other,
about for
yeah,
years,
because you're
that it's
looking at each
blinding
other and
us
you're
to what's
blaming
really
each
going
other.
on. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
Well, I
because
will say,
you're looking at what's around you,
yeah.
and you're so frustrated, and you just blame each other
Well, let me.
instead of
I'm gonna jump in real quick. I think to what Kenneth has said. We Here's the accountability part that isn't put present. Okay, so we're using values, especially in the black community and a lot of the country. Because let's be real, Roe versus Wade wouldn't have been reversed if this was about an objective, I mean, a open and objective democracy.
All right, hold
Uh,
on now. Roe versus Wade. What are you talking about there?
well, as a woman who is, what I'm talking about is their
They set the
decision.
abortion law.
Yeah.
Well, it's so much as this. How can you decide? Now you know the climate of our country. See, this is where my problems lie. Yes, we
Okay.
have institutions. Yes, we have different things going on. However, you're still a human being. You still know, but the sad part about it is we compartmentalize and then we add apathy to it, and then we pretend as though, well, that's life. No, we created this life. We created the struggle that is what we have now. Now, I'm not talking about minorities because, again, it's like the story of,
Now, what do you think a minority is?
well, I know what a minority is. And to
What is
me, I
that?
feel like that is the European people that's in this country. They are
Europe,
the,
are you saying that my Europeans are the minority?
yes, I am.
You're exactly right.
Thank you, sir. I want to, when you look at what has gone on in history, and if we're going to use history to define what we need to do presently and what we need to lay out for the future, then what needs to happen is not so much as saying, okay, I'm accountable. It does not take a lot of people to make change,
No.
because everybody doesn't want to jump on the boat.
It says about what 20%.
There's a lot of people who are fine with bowing their heads down and going along with the flow. Now you're gonna have your
That's
fighters
what I
Hmm.
was saying. I was
in
saying
there.
we're sitting up here getting mad and
Yeah,
arguing about black men and
I'm not
about
worried
black
about that.
women when we have been, when I'm just saying we're
Yeah.
arguing about them, but we have been, they're comfortable with the status that they are.
No, they're not.
I
No,
think
they're
it's a,
not.
I'm just saying,
well,
I'm
No, they're
saying that
not.
hold
they're
on, one at a
comfortable with,
time, guys. Hold
I'm gonna
on.
say they're comfortable with being with the way that the discord that we're having
I
with
don't
each other,
believe that.
because we're being raised that way. Black women, see, it's not no black, it's not just a black man thing or a black woman thing. It's a both thing. We both are fallen victims, and we both play a part in the discord and the
Well,
demise of of the black family. It's not
let
just
me
one
jump in
person.
there with
But I
Quan.
feel like, but what I'm saying when I say that we're comfortable with it, it's we've been talking about this for years, and it's continuing to happen and happening. And okay, I won't, comfortable might not be the right word, but I'm just saying that it's the same
I know
narrative
what you're
being
saying.
played out
Oh,
Yeah.
I
years
know
by
what you're
years and
saying.
years and years, and nothing is going to
I want
change.
to ask
I
And
know.
Kenneth a
and that's why I
question. Hold
say,
on.
listen, if we are going to complete, if what we are going to, if we're going to continue to complete to repeat everything that we're doing over
Yeah.
and over again,
That's insanity.
yeah,
Yeah.
but there's like it's a quote that says, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but it is a habit. It is a habit that we
Yeah.
continue to
You
have this
know.
conversation, continue to fall victim to the
So,
world construct of us being, in this discord. We're
well,
comfortable.
I think that when we look at, I got you. Let me finish this, and you can. I want to ask Kenneth a question. When you said, Kenneth, that black men are ill prepared, so to speak, I'm paraphrasing. What would be your solution for how, just one, not the whole not the whole pie, but if you were to start this, what would be your first thing to assist black men to come out of this fog?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think with a lot of these dudes, I think they're too far gone,
No.
and I think that because of that, I mean, we really need to probably focus more on the children
Mm-mm.
and
Yeah.
teaching them.
Nope.
I mean, my father. used to always tell me, you can either set an example or you could be an example.
Yeah, but you had a
And
father.
I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, but you had a father.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, everybody.
Can everybody hold on, Kenneth? Can everybody mic up? We're gonna let so people can finish, so on and so forth. I
Yeah.
know we get passionate
Sorry,
Well,
about
I'm
it.
sorry.
No, don't
yeah.
apologize. Just mute up. You good?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, everybody has a father, but but some people's fathers are not as good as others. And that's the problem. When I came on and I said that, the black men are not being properly prepared, they're supposed to be being prepared by their fathers. So in the black community, we had this thing where we want teachers and coaches and or single mothers or the pastor. We want everybody to come in and take on that role of the father. And I think that is a huge gaping hole that we are missing. That a lot, even the girls, because even if the fathers can't necessarily teach a young girl to grow up and be a woman, you can't protect that girl from the outside mechanisms that can destroy her, as a father. So to me, when I say set an example or be an example, we got to teach these young kids, hey, you don't want to do this. Look at this. This is what you don't want to do. You
Can
know
I?
what I mean?
It's a
Yeah, I
part
totally
two
agree
to
with that.
the.
That's why I was saying that I
Hold
feel
on, real
that
quick. Which
we
one? Hold
should
on.
start.
The
Mhm.
second part of that question is this. To that, okay, I agree with you that it's put on the shoulders of many other people when the father is not around. Well, what about creating a school? We talk about the children, but are we going to create schools where there is a presence of strong black men and strong black women from every level, from the principal down to the janitor? Are we going to teach those particular things? Are we going to make those different connections so that if our children want to go to college until we could build our own, because these are things that can happen now. And I think that's my fear, is that we're so caught up in what has already happened to us that we can't see that we can do it, and nobody's going to come and shoot us down.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and I see what you're saying, right? And I I don't want it to be like a band-aid, so to speak, because again, I'm focusing in on I think historically what has gotten humanity to a certain point, and I think that at least in our community, it's been broken down. And so, yeah, I mean, you can have the schools, and but let's understand something. Because the government, and I was listening to what the brother was saying earlier, and I agree with some of the stuff he says. Um, because the government has their thumb on everything, there's limits to what even schools can do as far as prepping our children.
What if I
In
what if I told you this, Kenneth? What if
Okay.
I said to you right now, 2022, you can build your own school, there's land available, and you can build it and put it into place where the government doesn't have its thumb involved.
How?
Okay, so in order to be an accredited school, you have to fulfill requirements from the government, correct?
Only if you're trying to be a college. We're not trying to be a community college. We're talking about elementary, middle, and high school.
Well, really? Because who sanctions when children graduate? The city that they graduate in, that unified school district has to sanction that. Even when you enroll your child in a homeschool program, your child still has to follow a curriculum set
No,
forth
no, no.
by.
It's not homeschool. This is
No,
an
I know what you
actual.
mean.
Right, but what you're saying is, and just to give you a little more information about that, you
Mhm.
can create a school
Okay.
if, let's say, you don't have the government involved. And the reason I say that and the possibility of it is because, again, we are a group of people, a community that within a pandemic spent $1.6 trillion. So I know that we could scrape up enough money to run a school, pay our teachers, and educate our children the correct way. And then surround that school with adequate housing, places for them to play, where a place where a parent can actually be a parent, whether you're a single mother or single father, have protection, have safety, bring all of the things that seem to be ailing us as a community, move that to a different space. I'm not talking about
So is he
rebuilding.
saying? So he's saying to me, who is basically saying that that education that them children are getting qualifies as the norm, like nationwide, like in regular school districts. Who, like, there has to be some sort of government involvement in it to go by the statutes and say.
It's our government. The government
So
goes
you're
like
talking
this.
about building a whole community.
Yes, I am. So
outside of the government.
Outside of the government,
Have you?
yeah.
I can see building a neighborhood in something like that, but
No, you're gonna deal now. It all depends too on this. You're talking about the Department of Education federally, right?
I'm talking about like
No.
I'm
I was talking about
when somebody
Kenneth.
goes to when
Kenneth.
someone graduates from high school with a GED or a high school diploma and they go get a job and they can say, you know, let's say they want to leave that community that you're talking
As
about.
long
Is their
as you-
education going to quantify as being valid? How?
Yes.
Without the
Well,
government involved. Like, I don't get that.
Are you talking about when y'all say government involved? Are you talking about that because the government is paying for the teachers and the food and all that stuff?
I'm talking about the curriculum. There's a certain curriculum that is supposed to be
There
had.
are plenty of people who
Yes,
can create
there
a curriculum. I've created curriculum. It's
No,
not
I'm
that
talking
hard
about to
do.
say
Right.
that this qualifies that
Yeah.
that person has everything that they
As
needed
long as
for
we
12.
meet, as long as we meet state
I
requirements.
understand you
That's
women
the
are
state
Right.
requirements.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
that is.
Well,
you
hold
want
on.
to
Yeah,
fight
that's
for
what I'm
your
talking about.
Stop,
children.
stop.
But there is already somebody that's done the hard work, and her
The state
name is
requirements.
Charlotte Ezergit. If you would write that down, she wrote a book called The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America. There's another man by the name of John Taylor Gatto who also described what you're talking about, and they've been working on this since the 80s. And they said that one of the things they're trying to do is to destroy the institutions so that they will privatize them, so that people will get scared of the public institutions and they will privatize them so that the public will have no say in the way their children are brought up, because they will flee the public institutions. And that is exactly what they're doing with the water, with electricity, with everything. They want to privatize it so you don't have a say. When you sign that contract, you consent, just like you do when you become a slave into the Social Security system. Now, what we have to do is fight back, and the curriculum is fine, but the reason why they're making the curriculum so stupid is so that ordinary parents will say fuck this and figure out a way to privatize it. Now, if you think about it logically, you understand that we have the internet and we have all the information. We don't, and COVID proved this. You don't need to go to school to educate your child.
Right.
The only reason we had to go to school before, and the only reason we need representative government, is because we couldn't communicate. We were back on horses and walking on feet. But in the age of instant mass communication, we don't need representatives, and we don't need anybody else to teach our children.
So you're saying two different things, because to me you're saying that so Chocolate Earth.
They're dumbing down your children on purpose.
Well, we know that. That is why we're talking
So
about having this
the
is
curriculum
a time
is
that
fucked.
you can. Well, we
No,
know
I
that.
get it.
We know that in the school
But
system.
you're saying two different things, which is kind of, you're saying
What?
that the education
What if
is
your
fucked, and
child is
that
raised in prison?
the privatizing is going to be more of a detriment
It
because it's
is.
going to be controlled by a small
Because
group of
when you sign
people.
that contract, you give up, just like every contract. You have no say. You signed the contract.
Well, nobody is signing anything tonight. What we're trying to come
Uh,
up with is an
you
ability.
you have to read The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America by Charlotte Elizabeth. It's on it's free. You can
Well,
download
I
it.
I appreciate the offer. However, I worked in the school system. I worked in the school system right
Doesn't
along my
matter.
mom. Yes, it does, and I'm gonna tell
No,
you
it
why it
doesn't.
matters,
Because the school unions are part of
sir.
the problem.
Hold on. If you let me finish, I'll tell you why I said that. In learning what they are doing and how curriculum is set up and how we've been tested, the whole nine, it really is a conversation between what you're, it's the same thing with private schools. A private school is able to do what it needs to be done and get the children graduated with a high school diploma that they can use to then go to college. It really is not that hard and it's not that deep. Now, as far as the government being involved
Right.
with what you're trying to do.
The state requirements.
Yes, exactly. So it's like I can't sit here and go, well, the government is this, the government is that. I also benefit from the government. When I pay my taxes all year and I get that money at the end. Yes, it's a bribe. I know it is to continue to keep working for these particular companies to make money. I'm no fool to that situation. Hey, Purple, what
So
has
what I'm saying,
happened? And I apologize. Which one? What I'm saying is that we are beyond the conversation of, well, the government this, the government that. How long do we wait? I'm at the mode in my life where it's about um making a move, making some kind of adjustment. There are communities that are thriving. Their children are in private school. This is their
Those ain't gonna work
what do
because
you
the
okay,
land
so
when you
there's
look
no,
at
okay, I understand us having our own community. However, we have to face the reality that they still control our resources, and we have to comply. They have to intervene, just like with state requirements, just like with certain things, they have to convene and intervene
what
in
you
some capacity. I'm not saying that there are not communities where there are privatized schools, privatized communities where, there, I know I've read about city communities where they have their own well, their own water system, right? So I know that happens, but then you have zoning laws, and you have that a state can say they're going to build there and all this stuff and uproot you. So there has to be some sort of compliance with the government when doing that.
well
So there's never going to technically be a off the grid type life without them
I
being
didn't say that.
intervened. And I'm
Y'all
not
said
saying
that.
that. No,
I
no,
didn't
I'm
say
getting, no, what
that.
I'm saying that, but then to the guy's point of view, where you're saying that privatizing thing is the wrong way. No, I get it, because you don't want shit to be like a monopoly. That's why they split up, Southwestern Bell, because they were, they had the whole telephone system on lock. I get that. But
Which
I
one?
also
I
know it
have
does
to.
have to have you do have to have a certain amount of control in your control of your resources, of the way your children are raised, of the type of food, and the food, the resources that are coming into your community to make it thrive. But you always are going to have the government involved in that to a capacity. So there's never not going to be that, and it should be a balance of both of them. So we have to figure out how to balance both of them, and with the reality that there's always going to be an elite. There's always going to be people that are going to have more money, that are going
Mhm.
to make laws that are going to affect us. It's not, we can't have no freaking
Well,
anarchy and stuff like
no,
that.
no, no,
We
no,
have to
no.
find a
I'm
way
not
for
saying
that
that.
No, I'm
folks.
just talk. I'm talking on both points. Like I understand both. I understand
But if
both
we want to
sides.
change the government, if that is the conversation, of course it's not going to be, because I want to make that clear. Never did I say there wasn't going to be a government. What I said is that there is an ability to have some control over how your children are educated, and people who do it all the time, people have done it, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. All I'm talking about is that if we want to change government, you have to change it from the inside. We have no
Yeah.
lobbyists in
But I
we
do.
don't yeah, we
Mhm.
don't have any lobbyists in Washington. We
No.
don't have, there are only two, and I'm speaking of race at this point. We only have three three black senators that's representing the whole United States. Three. That's it.
But I think that we're marginalizing it because just because a senator is black doesn't
No,
necessarily
I'm
mean that
not.
they're
I'm
going
not.
to be.
No,
But
no, no, no,
but
no.
just
I'm not
that they're
saying
going to
that
be for
though.
us. But I want to say this part, that yes, I totally agree that we do need to have control, some control, a lot of control over our communities. That the government is still going to be a part of it, but I also know that within that community, it can be a government too, the
Of
way that
course.
it's ran,
Mm-hmm.
and that is possible, that we're able to show each other how to govern ourselves, and we all have to play a part in that. I
But
think that's something that we don't talk about, is
but we
that
are
once we
governing
have these.
ourselves though. We are
No, I
governing
don't. I don't
ourselves.
think. I think then it goes back to what Kenneth was saying, that we have not been taught the social norms to to govern ourselves. How does it? What does it look like to have a
Listen
to
to
want to take care
yourself.
of your children, to want to have legacy, to
Listen to
all
yourself.
these different things. We And then the same thing with black women. Are We play a part in enabling shit too. If we, that's why I don't totally agree with, oh, the black man is this, the black man is that. Black women enable the behavior. What are
But I
our
don't,
standards?
can we?
What are our standards? What are our values? What
But
are
if
the
we
things that
want
That's
we
it
are
right
going
to,
to
there.
allow and not allow? What Because if because think about it, if we are the ones that are taking care of majority of the children in our communities, our personal communities, we do play a part in the discord, in the demise of how our children are raised. And
well,
But the
I am not saying that it is out, that is completely our fault, but the way, but we do influence the outcome, may a lot, because we're with the child majority of the time, of the outcome of how they're going to be. So
so
we
wait
do
a
got to
minute.
take
I
accountability
have
for
to,
that.
I have to ask you this question. So no one else is involved in the raising of your child, right? The teachers, the community outside,
Who's
their
going to be the biggest
friends.
influence of your child? You are.
Sometimes, no, not all the time. We see it all the like I don't get why, just because these particular set of parents may raise their children a certain way. We see it. Like there's no reason to question it because we
Okay,
see
let
it.
me
It's
give you an
here.
Can I give you an example?
Sure.
Okay.
And then
I
we'll
was saying
let
earlier today that I see, I've been married twice and I have children. My children's father, he's passed now. He fortunately took care of them. They're fine. They don't, they he they're good. He left them in good positions, right? But I also said this: financially, they're taken care of. I was taken care of. But I also got into a relationship with someone after their father had passed, that was very it was drama, and it was drama, and I developed a bitterness towards men, and particularly black men, because of that. I noticed, because of that, my sentiments, how I was feeling towards black men, it was influencing the way my children were viewing men. That is fact. And I had to look at myself and say, am I going to allow this bitterness to affect me when that is not who I am. I'm not a bitter person. This was a situation that I was in, and this one person is not going to influence how I view a whole group of men. But had I not did that, my daughters would be hating men. So my
Exactly.
daughters, no, just let me finish. So if my daughters, based upon the way that I feel and what I project on them, grow up, and when they start dating, having mindset that black men ain't shit, that is how they're going to treat them. That is going to
You see,
contribute to the way that they perceive
you
black
talking
men,
about
and
how
that is
you
going to
feel.
affect the way they have relationships with men. And
Hold on,
it could be
sir.
a man that does not have the same type of mindset. So what I'm saying is there's parts that black women do play in the destruction and the demise to our community.
So
And
why
you
would
can
you
say
say
that
that?
vice versa. I'm saying that because I'm a black
Because
parent,
I
and
mean
I'm also
everybody
saying
knows
that
that.
because no,
That's not
I understand.
that's not
Hold
news to
on,
the
sir.
world.
Hold
No,
on,
what
sir.
I'm saying is that both
Let her
people,
finish,
both black
please.
men and black women play a part in that.
Black women.
So
What
you're
about white
talking
people?
about that. So you're talking about a worldview when you're in a
No,
discussion talking
no,
about black people.
no.
So we're gonna
You're
go back and
separating
forth when
yourself.
we're talking about. We're gonna
Well,
go
the
back and
world
forth talking
view
about
is
our social
everybody.
issues.
Hold on, guys,
But
please.
you keep
We not,
saying black.
sir,
You act
please.
like black folk got something different than white folk. That ain't right.
What?
Just
We're
hold on.
all the same, man. Look, it's always the same. And when you say stuff like you need government to step in to help you solve a problem, you fucking up right there.
Who said that?
You did. You said that you wanted a community of your own to do whatever you needed, but you needed government to step in. You needed government, and the
No,
idea
I
of
said it's going
government
to be impossible because now we're going back to something what we were just talking
it's
about.
not
It's going to be
impossible.
impossible to have a community that is
But the
self-sustaining
thing
without
about
government.
community,
And I'm going to tell you this is because I used to be a notary, and I do know there's such things as zoning laws. So if you have a homestead, if you have a piece of
look, man,
property that you
where does
have built
law
on,
come from?
if the cities
Hold on,
decide they
please.
want to build that you're in a zone that is considered, they can uproot your house if they want to. There's certain laws and stuff, there's zoning laws that can do that. So when you're saying that we're fucking up wanting to do that, it is not 100% possible to have a self-sustaining community without government or state influence. That is fact. and,
Okay,
and there's
well
that's
then it's
fact. And I'm not
then
saying, but I do believe that there should be a order to having your own privatized area. Just like I said,
Right.
that I know that there's communities that have their own well system. So when you were talking about when they turn off the lights and say that you can't have that, it's against health codes if you don't have lights on. Well, what if we have our own well? We don't need their water system. There are
you,
self-sustaining communities like that, but we all are going to have to figure out how to coexist with
you
the
ain't gonna have
government
no
and having
choice.
our own privatized stuff at the
You
same
ain't gonna have
time.
no choice other than to
Which
do that
one? Thank
pretty
you.
soon.
Can we let Ken jump back in? Because I think he switched off. Thank you. Which
Yeah,
one?
no, I had to switch out my phones. So, um, yeah, you know what? I mean, so are you, Chocolate? Are you talking like kind of like how the Amish live? Is that like what you're getting at?
Yeah, they're self-sustaining and they sell. They do manufacturing. They're not in tech, but they are in manufacturing. You seen those have you ever looked up it's the Amish fireplaces? Have you guys ever seen
Let
that
me ask you
before?
this:
No.
Why do you think you want to go backwards in technology in order to live instead of
That's
forwards?
that's not what I'm talking about. So what I have done, my foundation is about using the technology of now
But
and
what is now
adding that
technology?
piece.
Isn't it true that they hide the technology that we
From
pay
who?
for
From who? Who they
from
hiding it from?
us? We
No.
we the taxpayers fund the government to do the research with the military to create weapons and technology, and then
Well,
they don't give it back to us. And I mean, you can go back as far as the 1800s of Tesla, as far
but
as
I,
I'm
don't- I
concerned.
don't I don't want to. This is the problem. I don't care
Right.
about that. I've
You don't
already
want to. Why
right.
not?
I
What's
don't want
wrong
to
with
because I
technology?
no, I didn't say there was anything wrong with technology. What
Because
I
you don't want to
said
go back to
was,
the 1800s.
yeah, thank you, Ken. I ain't trying to do that. That ain't for me. What I am saying is that to answer your question, Ken, yes, there are sustainable ways to live and produce and take care of your family and make money. Like there, it really is out
Money.
there, and this information
Money.
is.
The Amish don't make money.
I'm not Amish, sir. You asked me if it was like that. Yes, they're a community, just like any other community. They're no different from anyone else. Like it is
Yeah, they
just
are.
no, not really, because there are communities that live like this. There are communities that have never been touched
Yeah, but
by the Western society. So I'm saying to you is that it is possible to have your own community in this same country. The community doesn't mean we become a sovereign state. I'm just saying
I
that there is a
disagree.
there are
Uh,
places you can go,
uh,
restart, rebuild, and make something beneficial.
Chocolate. I'm sorry. Can I
Mm,
ask you another question? So are
Sure.
you are you saying that we should have like our own currency and everything, or like how far
No,
off are we
no, no, no,
coming?
no, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is
Okay.
this: we can have our own as well as do business with those that are there. I would rather be at the top of the chain, or at least at a level that I can see what's coming down in comparison to what's going on currently.
Mm,
You're telling me not to
mm,
make my own baby food. You're telling me that food is contaminated. Every time we turn around, there's something wrong with the meat. There's something wrong with the lettuce. There's something wrong with the things that we're eating. Study just came out that we use these water bottles like crazy, and now we all got bits of plastic floating around in our systems. Now,
right.
could it be true for everyone? No, but it is these particular things are dangerous in the background and definitely detrimental. Me and which one were laughing earlier, joking, because I told her that I was doing some research and they use sulfur in sugar. They
Mm,
use something that is toxic to you in the white sugar that we use to put in our cakes, our pies, our cupcakes, the different things we feed our children. Look at Mississippi. So it's like, why are we still acting like we can't spread out and have
mm.
something beneficial for the working man? I'm not talking about you got to be stinking rich or we got to live like the poppers and be eating dirty potatoes. I'm saying we could take the technology and move it to a different direction. I'm not trying to build up the hood because again, I then would have to fight the city because you already know they're not going to want me to buy up blocks and blocks of
But what is the technology you're saying
but
with
that's
we can
exactly
grow our
what they
food
do.
with hydroponics,
you have
aeroponics,
you have
aquaponics. We
windmills
can
for
have self-sustaining.
electricity. Yes, you have your own septic. You can have hydro electricity, which is based off of the lake. You can there are so many things that our ancestors, and I'm not talking about slaves. I'm talking about the indigenous people that are our ancestors that live right here on this piece of earth. This is no different. If you look up the Aztecs and you look up their technology, they had flowing wells and knew how to turn it on and off, and there was no electricity. They built
Hydroponics.
that. No, no, this is just a well. Like this is just
Uh,
a way for people to get water,
yeah,
and they
like
were
like I was
able
saying,
to. Yeah.
Kenneth Copeland, the Kenneth Copeland Ministries.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in their multi-million-dollar industry.
Yes.
They live. All of the people that work for their company, they live in a community where they have their own wells. They do
How
not pay
about
wells. They do not pay
Utah?
for water.
It's its
This
own state. The Latter Day Saints basically run Utah.
Yeah, I'm
They
just saying,
they brought
they're Christians. I don't know if that's true, but
it
they
doesn't.
have their
I don't think
own
it
well
matters.
system in their community.
Right.
You can buy like you were talking about, there's land in Arizona that you can have those earth tech homes. There's
You
different,
can't.
like,
Mexico,
You
yeah, there's
can't.
different
You
places like
Colorado.
cannot.
that.
You cannot buy land that you don't lease. You
That's
can
not true,
spend as
sir.
much money as you want, but when you get the title, it's gonna say you're a tenant.
No, sir. You're an owner. You can buy land and it be
No,
yours.
ma'am, you're
Yes, sir.
wrong. I own land.
I just bought some
She
land.
just bought
What
some
are we
land.
If
talking
you
about?
read your deed in the
I
first sentence, it'll say
did.
you're a tenant.
I did read the deed. The only way, like, and what does that matter though? Here's my issue. We can
What does it
doomsday it all
matter?
day, but why is there a problem? Why do we have to basically
Because you
beat
can't
it
own
down?
land.
Okay, but you can't own land. But why you're okay? Let's say go
Okay,
with it. Let's just go with
so
it. You can't own land, but that does not stop you from building your
Let's
own
just go with
sustaining
the simple.
communities. While you're saying that we can't own land, that is, people are still living on the land that they are tenants owning, and they're still taking care of the people in their community. They're still growing their own foods.
No,
They're
they're
still
not.
having their own wells. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
okay,
Yes,
People,
they are. I
people,
just
people.
told you that that Kenneth
I,
Copeland
look, I've already
Ministries
done
have
all
their
this
own
research.
well system in their community. That is a fact.
Mm.
excuse
So
me.
while you're
Hold
saying
on.
that we cannot
Hold on,
own
guys. Hold on
land,
real quick.
people are
Sir,
still in
we
communities with
appreciate
their own
you.
well system.
Hold on, which one? We appreciate you being up here.
I'll leave.
However, no, all I'm saying is I don't want this to be a combative conversation. We
Yes,
can
I
have
do.
this conversation without, but you're more than welcome to come back at another time and another conversation. I really don't want us to get into arguing. Like that's not, I don't want to do that. But
I don't want to do that either, but I'm
exact. I know,
sorry.
and he was pissing you off. I know. It's fine, but I don't want that kind of setup.
No, I
Um,
know. I apologize.
no,
I'm
no, no. You
sorry.
don't
I'm
have to
really, see,
apologize.
that took me out of my Zen state.
Listen, right?
He
You
took me out of
started
my
off.
Zen
That's what
state.
I
See,
said.
I'm
I
still
came,
working on it,
and
okay?
he was like, "I'll leave." Yes, sir. You will have to go.
Okay, because it just comes to a certain extent where that we're talking about issues in the Black community, and I feel that they
I was
are
trying to be
repetitive.
polite. I was trying
They're
to be.
all repetitive, but I do feel that there is a bigger picture, that there is, society is also being afflicted by our issues, in that we are
Well,
focusing on we focus on the same issues in the Black community,
cause
and
don't nobody want to deal
it's
with the
like we're
solution.
never coming full circle, or we're like chasing our tails.
Nah,
But
nah, nah. Which one?
that's
I'm
what
gonna
I
tell you
feel
something.
sometimes.
That yes, I may feel sometimes with the conversations that they having, but I don't feel that way on a personal level. And I also don't believe that a lot of the people that are creating things outside of this space, like I said, I enjoy coming on here. I enjoy talking and all the different people I've met. Some people out here are really doing some remarkable things. Um,
Yes.
and Amiri asked me a question earlier about what would it look like? What would it need to look like for sisters to finally believe that black men are trying to do something? And I straight told him this. I said, I went to a page of nothing but associations for black men and black communities. There's even a one that was called, it was the German black culture. Like we are so small and capped in when it comes to the United States in comparison to worldwide, how we are all under the same oppression. Yes, could it be a little different here and a little different there? Yes, but however, their names are being called names. They're being discriminated against because of their color. They're being discriminated against because of their gender. I'm not here to hold everybody's hand. What I am here to do is to change the narrative that we all have to live the same way. We all have to do the same things. And whether black people want to admit it or not, we are a cult. That is what culture is. We do the same things. We talk about the same shit. We wear the same clothes. We promote the same people. Now, is it everybody? No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the majority that makes a move. I'll give you an example. Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish. They're not high black people on the totem pole. So we were only going to talk about that for so long. We're not worried about Tiffany Haddish. We ain't worried about Ari Spears.
I don't even know what's going on with them. But okay.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
I
right?
didn't
Yeah.
even
Like,
know that Queen Elizabeth died. So
Yeah.
but that's
you just told me
because,
Well,
that
can
today.
I?
right? Yes. Go ahead, Ken. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. So okay. So I'm listening. And I try more to listen than talk. So I'm definitely listening to what everybody's saying. Okay. So let me just make sure, see if I can get this right. So uh uh your assessment in order to get black people to a level that is respectable, right? So we need to have our own, like our kind of like our operator, like our own entity with inside this country, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So because I mean I am in business, right? So so that's why I asked you. I said, okay, so are we supposed to be using this country's currency, right? And I asked that because once you start talking about utilizing the currency of a country, then you kind of start to you got to operate like, even like Africa, well, let's like Gaddafi, right? It's not a coincidence that the minute Gaddafi started talking about Africa having its own currency outside of like the dollar and the yen and all the other stuff, he comes up dead, right? They
Mhm.
had to assassinate him,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And so when I asked you about the currency, I don't see how we could fully operate all totally off the grid. Like when we're talking about school, right? So we have our own school. I'm just gonna take it, okay, we've established what you're trying to, we got to accomplish what you're trying to do, right? We've got it established. So
Hmm.
we got our first set of young children that we have trained the way we want to or whatever, and they're coming up, right? And we need them to have something that they could present to the world to be competitive with. But because we're using this country's currency, we're going to have to utilize in some form or fashion what they expect, because we value the dollar, even though it's a piece of paper, but we value the dollar because that's who we are. Because we value the dollar, we've already given this country that we're in a form of control over what's going on with us. Does it make sense so far?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I will say this.
Yeah, it
I
does.
get what you're saying. However, to get to the place of currency, we
Let him.
have to we
I
have
want
to
to
be in a
see.
position. I know. Hold on, girl.
Okay.
Um, we have to see what that trade, because that's what it is. It's the ability to trade goods. If we're able, let's say for instance, and then I'll let you go. If we're able to manufacture items that people in the United States and globally purchase, that makes us a part of the manufacturing pool. That makes us a part of creating jobs that will pay taxes into the government, regardless of where we are. That's going to make them more money. So they're not going to look at us as a threat as long as we're doing it in a way that benefits everyone. Everybody at the table has to be able to eat, and it's possible.
So you're
That's it.
saying. So you're saying. Okay. Go ahead.
Right, and I get it, but the only point I'm trying to make is that still it still lends to some dependability on this government because we're utilizing the currency. And what'll happen is, I thought maybe initially you were more talking about, like, let's say how I live in LA, right? And there's different parts of Los Angeles County that different races of people have literally, like, if you go into these places, you would think you were in their country, right?
Mm,
Exactly. Right.
Like
really?
Exactly.
Okay.
Chinatown, right?
Yeah.
Like I know,
Right.
Yeah.
like you have Little India,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and you literally have like on all, like it's basically a self-contained unit, right?
Right.
But they still operating with the currency and everything like that. So the
Yeah.
point
Exactly.
so the point is that I'm trying to say is, while hold on, you guys, hold on.
No. Go ahead.
So to like, it's interesting to me because everything that he just said,
Is what you
little
want.
China, little all I'm talking about is taking it from one space and putting it on another. Because in all honesty, no, the East Coast is got a lot going on. There is land available everywhere across this country. Like I
Yeah,
said, the number has not changed. And I'll throw this out, it's getting cheaper
I
because
can see that.
it is getting cheaper. You could go on Land Flip right now, Land Flip, Land Watch, any of them, and watch it.
Well, that's why I was saying that I can
Let's talk after this.
yeah, about the stability thing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah. Well,
girl,
see,
I'm telling you, like
here's
I
where
just got in a position where, oh my gosh, where
right.
I
And
can
so,
help
but
with
look, I know you
resources
now.
and
You and I can vibe off of that to create something that'll benefit us both. When I discuss this, I'm talking about from the rooter to the tutor. Let me just say, I have looked at every spot on that pig. You feel me? I
yeah.
know everything about it.
Well,
And
have
when
you
I
can
say that, go ahead. What you gonna say?
have you looked in I know that the land in Arizona is cheaper, but have you looked at the land
You supposed to be going
between
to bed.
no, I told you I'm going to bed at 10. But I said, have
Okay.
you looked at the land between the southern Oregon and northern Nevada?
Yes.
That's there that land when I first moved
That
out
land is
here,
cheap.
they were talking about I think $1,000 for damn, how many acres?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, I totally forgot.
And I'm
I'm
gonna tell
kind
you
of
something. It's gonna
girl.
get cheaper. And so see, here's the benefit with me being and having one space in the middle of all of these empty spaces, then it's time to buy. And I could probably get, like I told you, they're selling acres for 900 or something dollars right now.
Right. And I'm saying, and what I'm saying is this is that look,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like you
I just
have these communities that are in
Mhm.
the inner city, like he was saying, the Chinatowns, the little Indias, but
Right.
they're in the mid, they're smack dab
But they are
within the major
also
cities, right? They're
yes.
smack dab within major cities because we are using because they still are using, the you know, Western
But
cultures currency.
if they
So the
didn't come over here though and create that, that's a source of income for the government. This is what
no,
I keep
yeah, I
trying to
get it. No,
say. Like
I get it.
they're not gonna come after us. That's what I
No, no,
just say.
I definitely don't think that they are. My whole thing is the uprooting of a whole bunch of people to like areas where there is not a lot of population. That part is iffy and sketchy to me.
Well,
Like
let me
how
ask you a question.
because
If
those
you
little
were
Indias and Chinatowns, they're smack dag in the middle of major cities, and they're and yes, they are their own little countries, but they are also again utilizing the what our
Hey,
currency, but
I'm
they
I'm
are have
I'm
the
sorry, guys.
population numbers.
I'm about to hop off. I
okay,
really enjoy having a comment, and I really want. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to support you as much as I possibly can.
yeah,
Whenever you have
come
a
back.
show, want to come on.
Sure.
And if you guys put your cash apps in or whatever, I want to support your show. And Chocolate Earth, I'm pulling for you.
Yeah.
I hope you
Listen, I
you
got
get what you
you.
want.
I
And
got you, sir.
yeah, I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
But could you put your cash apps in the chat, please?
Let me
Thank
go
you.
and drop that. Thank you, sir.
Good night, you guys.
Good
Good night.
night. Let me put that. All right, hold on. Ooh. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Anyways, I just
Girl, that man had me tripping.
that's why I was like, no,
Did you
don't.
see
That's
my
why I
text
said,
message?
no, hold on, let me look at it now. Cause we about to I'm gonna get up off here because I gotta go to the bathroom too. But this has been so much fun.
Yeah, he just was like,
That's why I was like, he gotta go because he
He was
changing
doing
the
that.
vibe.
He was putting all that
What are
conspiracy
you
theory, like,
talking about, sir? Talking about it can't happen. Yes, it can.
yeah. And I
What's wrong
didn't
with
mean to like
you?
go off on him, but it was like I
Hey,
was getting what he was saying,
I
but
wasn't
then
gonna stop you.
also I just was like, you're saying what
I'm
you're saying
sorry.
is ridiculous. Like,
It was so
you know,
funny.
and I'm
You
just
was
like,
like,
you are just like,
she like, you doing something to my precious.
you
That's
doing
what she
something to my spirit right now. Like, cause I'm really trying to be like, I mean, okay, at least I wasn't having that smoke for black men, right? But but you can
Ooh.
you can come to a
Oh,
point
thank
where you can
you.
get disgruntled with just uncooperative people. And
Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
Well, everybody is still working on it. Like I said, that's why I was like, okay, wait a minute, hold up.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have to kill this.
You're gonna
Because
have
I'm
to
not
have my
about
back.
that.
You
I
did,
got you. I
cause
got
girl, he
you,
was
boo.
like doing the most.
She was like, I'm about to do something to him.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm talking about a black
You did
issue.
not. I can
What?
cut out. You just tell me what part. You gotta listen and tell me.
It was just when I was talking about, you know,
I can pause it and then you could just look and tell me, like, give me the times, and then I'll take it and edit it and then put it back up.
girl, I didn't like how I went off on that man.
I'm laughing at you because
It's not funny.
it is funny. You need to laugh because let me tell you something. I was like, she is about to rip this man up. Let me get him off here. Oh my God. Why is he antagonizing her?
He is, and I
I
didn't
was
like
like, he
that.
don't know. He don't know who this is.
You don't know how hard it took me to get to
Girl,
this Zen state.
yes,
And
I
and
do.
you trying to
No.
interrupt my cool. But you coming, but listen, but this
I
is crazy. Like, you coming at me from a whole, like,
can't.
I'm dealing with and really dealing with my
She
whole
said, let me tell
black
you
man
something,
issue,
sir.
but now you coming with me with a whole nother
You,
issue that I
you
gotta
about to make me
confront.
call your name? Listen, I just knew a white sup was going to show up. That's why I was like, okay, good night. We're going to stop. We not going to
Oh
do that.
God,
We're going to
he
do
had
that
me
with the
going hard.
show.
He had me going hard. It's not funny
Yes,
because
it is. You need to laugh because I'm going to tell you why you need to laugh.
why I need to
One,
laugh.
because you were trying, but he was like, it wasn't like you did something wrong. He was antagonizing you, and that's why I was like, let me get this man off here. So you don't even have to feel bad about it. I know you didn't want to go off for him, but he was asking for it. Like, we was trying to be
And I
real
didn't
cool
like
with him.
really go off on him, like cuss
No,
him
but he
out. It
don't
was just
know.
more of like,
That's why he
let
was
me
like,
be. I
I
was
guess
being
I gotta
resolute.
go.
I was like, let me just be resolute
I
to the
can't.
T.
I
To
can't.
Because I think he just not getting me. Let me be resolute,
I
because
said,
that's
if
what I
you keep
call it.
going, he not listening. He not listening to her. I just knew it, and I was like, okay, that's been fun. We're gonna stop now.
Yeah.
But I so appreciate you coming on, and it, you know what I'm
He asked
saying.
you. Yeah, yes, she is Shakira.
Who asked me that?
He has your cash app. Ken Wright
Oh, where? Where to say that?
in the
Oh,
comments.
yes. Oh, my bad. Yes, that's me.
Yeah, yeah. And then I just was like, because he wasn't making any sense. Like,
He
and I
was
didn't mean to like
okay,
go
and
off and
then
say, because
he
sometimes
went too
you're
far.
so
He was
patient.
going.
You're so patient, and you're so, you know what? You're so patient, and you're
Nah.
so non-confrontational, and I admire that about
Oh,
you.
wee.
Because when I was saying, and I was talking about, it's not, it is impossible. It is
I
impossible
said,
to
do
have me
not.
land. And you were like, and I heard you, and you were like, well, listen, I didn't even say that, and I was like, because
I was like, this man done come up
girl,
here
I love her
and
because
blew
she gets
up.
me. She gets me. She just know. She just know I gotta get that off sometimes.
She was like, I gotta get it out. I was like, let her get this out. Let her get
love
this
it.
out.
I
She, my
love
girl
that.
about
I
to
just love
explode
that.
on your head.
You are so dope though. I really like so glad
Oh,
I met you.
thank you. You're so sweet. Stop it. I just try to treat people the way I want to be treated. I try to
Girl, me
respect.
too.
But girl, he was pushing them envelopes, and I was like, okay, this man is gonna get hurt. He gotta go. He gotta go.
Yeah, because he was doing the most with his conspiracy theory self,
But I
which is
mean,
okay.
because
It's
some of that stuff
okay.
I ride with you because I am a conspiracy theorist as well, and to an extent, I think with everybody. But however,
I didn't
the
like him
shit.
saying all those names and stuff like that. Like, okay, I get it. I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna look up those books. Like, I don't even know half the people that you
Why
were
you tell
talking
me I
about.
can't be on my land without reading the book? What you talking about? Like, what you- I
No.
did read a book, but
He's
not that
gonna
one.
say, he's gonna say, no, you can't.
No.
Yes, yes, I can. Don't tell me I can't.
Oh,
Oh
oh my god. Oh, that's funny.
so funny,
Yes,
so
we
funny.
have to do this again. It's hilarious.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to do some hoopa pono, hopa pono
Hopopono.
for
Yes.
his butt. So to get me
You
back to
gotta
my state, I am, girl, because
please do your hopopono.
I am gonna do
I'ma
it. I'm
do it.
gonna
I'ma
do it
do
because he
it.
like took me out. I haven't went off on nobody in like 2 weeks.
She was like 3 to 5 weeks.
Like 2 weeks. No, the last time I went, no, the last time I went off
I
was when
believe
we were
you.
on that show with what's her name?
Chanel?
Yeah, that was the last time I went off. So that was like a month ago, right?
No,
What?
that's not a month ago. I'm gonna need you to stop it. That wasn't a
When
month
when was
ago. That's
what
like
was
a
it? 2
couple
weeks?
weeks. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
It's 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks ago.
We're trying to fix it.
It
She
was
like,
three
and
weeks
then
ago.
I love it. I
So it
ain't
was
mad
three
at
weeks
you.
ago. But the time before that is when I went off
She was like, I'm trying to be
on Conscious TV.
a
So
better
when was
person.
that? Conscious
I
TV was when?
don't
That
know.
was like, so I think I'm having like, I think I get a good 3 weeks to a month, and then I have to just go ham on someone.
Uh,
And I
okay.
think that's better
Look,
because that goes from me arguing. Be quiet. That goes from me arguing every single day.
you make me laugh, yo.
That was that's so better because I remember, girl, I used to argue with my ex like every day. We would be debating. I
Oh
mean,
Lord.
and we wouldn't even be like arguing about it would be debates, like literal debates about social
Right.
topics. It wouldn't even be about you left the toilet seat up. Or no, it would be like, no, no, Tarana Burks did not say that. We would be arguing about like social issues, like going like having heated debates about social issues. It was so funny. Now that I look back at it, I was like, he was cool.
I'm done.
He was cool with just the whole I mean, it was just weird. Like he should have been my friend.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Sometimes,
He
like,
just should have been my friend because it's like it was no romance. It was just all like us, like we had a thought type of relationship,
but you know
analytical
what?
relationship.
There it is, right there. I think a lot of times, what I find disappointing is that men make it really hard for you to become their friend. Like, I want to be
Yeah.
friends with the man I'm in love with. We're gonna have to have that conversation another night. We've done a 3 hour, okay, 3 hours,
Yeah.
sis. So I appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys for coming in. Please like, subscribe. It will be down for a little bit, and then I'll edit it back up, and I'll put it back up after
Thank
I edit it. Ooh, that
thank
scared
you.
me.
What?
Anyway, the noise you just made, it scared me.
This?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
You'll
Okay.
hear me.
All right.
But anyway, all
I'll
right.
talk to
Good
you.
night, guys. We will do this again. I promise I'll have more notice. I think I'm just getting myself. I had to just get my feet wet and just jump on in. So
Okay.
come back again. Stay blessed, you guys, and have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.